Let me make sure I'm unmuted first. Good to see everybody here on another Friday. We just chilling. And I got everything changed around a little bit, so forgive me if I'm a little off kilter. I feel like this mic stand should be a little bit closer. I had to get it out of the way, though. I'm sure you guys were watching and just saw like this contraption in the way. Every time I would see it, though, I'm like, oh, I got to get rid of that. I got to get rid of that. But I hope everyone's having a good day today. It is, characteristically enough, it is Good Friday. So, you know, it's a holiday made for me, realistically. But we're just chilling. And we got some things to do today. I got an unboxing to do. Some comics I received. I've had these since Monday. So I've been itching to just open this thing up. Like it's sitting behind me. I'm about to grab it, but I'm just itching. I'm like, oh man. Let me just get my hands. I know it's in there. I'm the one who ordered it. But like I still want to open it and start flipping through the pages. And couple of these I'm not gonna open. When I moved some things around recently, and hopefully y'all can hear me. What's good, Mr. Wayne? By the way, Desai, salute. We chilling. When I moved some things around recently, up here, I don't know if y'all can see this space up here next to the homie Green Lantern, Alan Scott back there. I had this space, and I was gonna put up. I'll show you what I was gonna put up. They're right here. Oh no, they're back there. Are these the new ones I got? Yeah. This is okay. 1 second, chat. Happy Good Friday, Mama Bear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me pull you up. Happy Good Friday, Mama Bear. So, I was going to put the Green Lanterns next to the Green Lanterns, obviously. One of my favorite stories. A lot of people don't like, Jeff Johns, but F them. Comics are comics, bro. Separate the art from the artist sometimes. We ain't gotta get into all that, but I was gonna put this up, and then I was gonna put the next issue up right next to it. Boom. 50 and 51. Wow, it's so funny to see like how old these are, based on the ads on the back. Look at the ads. Spartacus ads on the back. In a Halo game. Halo. But I was gonna put these up, right? And I should just put those right here right now. Ooh, dusty. I'll do some dusting. Israel filing. What's good, homie? What's good? You're watching the Super Bowl. All right. So we're gonna have some boots on the ground for that movie. I'll tell you guys, I'm not seeing the Super Bowl Mario's movie tonight. I'm going to see Air tonight with my lady. I asked her, I was like, which one do you want to go see? She's like, Air. Yeah, Air. There's gonna be so many annoying little kids at the Super Bowl Mario's movie. Like, yeah, you're right. Mr. Wayne, happy Good Friday, homie. Happy Good Friday. The new camera, nice. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, where it is, you can see up there, right? You can see everything. Wherever I go in the future, I'm always gonna have it like this. Like, I figured it out. If you have a corner in your room, you can make that. You have 2 display walls. Like, you don't need just one. You have 2. What are people doing out here? They need a designer like a kid. But one second, coffee sip real quick. So, anyways, I was gonna put these 2 up, right, next to Green Lantern. But then, as I was doing that, Mikey Sutton may or may not have asked me to make a trailer for him for Dreamwalker 3. What's going on? All right. TJ, is this Good Friday? You know what's up, man? Feel Good Friday. So, Mikey asked me to do a trailer, right? And I should have had Dreamwalker up on this wall for a long time, right? Kid's broke, though, to be honest. All the comics I get are from flea markets for cheap. The stuff that I have here is back before I moved down and, moved down to Florida with a different job and everything. So tough to come by extra kashish, but I put I had to get these. I said, whatever. Had to make some sacrifices, and I got the Dreamwalker stuff. And as I was getting it, I was like, well, if I'm getting one, I might as well get all of them. And I might as well get double. I might as well try and sell this out real quick and, pay it forward for Mikey. No, the trailer's not done, TJ. The trailer is not even started to film yet. You're watching the very beginning of this all. Might as well make some content out of it. People love unboxing anyway, so we might as well do an unboxing here. So, like I said, I got these comics on Monday, y'all. It's been burning a hole. I'm like, I was thinking about doing like an actual stream. Not stream, like an actual video. Like our homie Cuban comic books fan. I hope that's his name. You know who I'm talking about. He's got the ill figures, the statues. He just got the Dark Side. He did the Man of Steel with his first one. I was gonna do one like his. Excuse me. However, it's like, you know what? I should just do it on stream and then cut the stream up afterwards. So that's what we're here doing. How dark it's gonna be. Yeah. The trailer is gonna that's a funny phrase of words, my friend. It's gonna be light and dark, but no teases. I don't want to tease you guys. Mikey is the master of teases. I can't do that. I'm just gonna work on it, finish it, and I'll give it to Mikey, and he can figure out what he wants to do with it. But I'm working on an intro right now for Bad Dan. It should have been done months ago. He's been very patient with me because I've been busy with doing stuff with Cell and making logos. So editing is way more time consuming. It takes nights, weeks sometimes for me to get it done. To get it done the way I want it done too. I'm such a perfectionist. Anyways, everyone's here. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. We're gonna be hanging out for a couple hours, and we got a cool table filing in later on today, and I got to give you my movie review before we get to this unboxing. So real quick, let me talk about D&D. D&D Honor Among Thieves. Me and my lady went to go see it. We both played D&D. We just started last year. She plays it more than I do now. I had to take a break because, You're right, TJ. You're funny. You're funny. All right, but as far as the D&D goes, she plays it every week still. I had to take a break because you're supposed to make like new characters all the time. It kills me. I can't make new characters, every couple of months. I got really tight with my character, and what I did with him. The whole point of my character was his end game. And when you got to the last couple of levels, that's when you could do the most with my character. So I barely even got to do dope shit with him. But anyways, going to see the movie, I have already watched previous Dungeons and Dragons like iterations, if it were, as it were. Let me that was a signal to change the music on the music part. So let me turn this down just a tad. D&D. I haven't played D&D in ages, but you have played D&D. So at least you're familiar with it, right? So I don't know if you guys, if anyone's familiar, let me know about Vox Machina. That is one of my favorite shows on Amazon Prime. Like, Amazon Prime has a lot to offer with they have, you know, The Boys, they have, sorry, my dog's growling outside. They have The Boys, they have Jack Ryan or Jack Reacher. They have the one with John Krasinski I can't think of right now. They have so many good shows. Obviously, the Lord of the Rings show that they had. But I mainly, and Invincible. How could I forget about that? So they have a lot of great shows on Amazon Prime. Vox Machina is one of them. If you guys have not seen Vox Machina on Amazon Prime, forget the fact that it's a D&D like iteration and just go in for like fantasy. If you like Lord of the Rings, if you like magic, if you like anything of that nature, dragons, like, watch Vox Machina. It's a great show. And my goodness, going into this D&D movie, I thought, you know, this is gonna be tough, like, for me to go and have this previous iteration of a team that's working together. And this D&D movie kind of resembled the team in the Amazon Prime a little bit. Like, Chris Pine's character, you see him playing a lute and all of that in the trailer. He reminds me of a character that's in this Vox Machina show. Granted, this character is like able to do magic, and he's a gnome, I believe. But he reminded me a lot of this. There's another character in, if you guys saw the thumbnail that I used for this, she's got red hair, she's a druid, and she's a tiefling druid, so she's got little like horns. Same thing as a character in Vox Machina, like literally the same. Wears green, red hair, like. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel going into this movie. And this is where critics' reviews really do matter. Like, I try not to factor it into my opinions at all, but when a lot of people are saying the same thing, you kind of like, oh, well, maybe there's something to that. And everyone was gushing over this movie before I went and see it. So I was like, well, I guess it's gonna be good, right? Like, if we're gonna enjoy it regardless, if it sticks true to D&D lore, and if it's also like super fun. Hopefully we're gonna enjoy it regardless. I love Chris Pine. I love me some Chris Pine, especially when Chris Pine's able to like joke and laugh. That's my guy. So I was just like, well, let's just go enjoy it. And seeing the trailers for it, in one of our campaigns, there was a moment where and Mama Bear said, oh yeah, she played all through high school and for quite a while afterwards. Wow. So for some years. So Mama Bear, what was your favorite like character, class, species, all that? Mine's Druid. I love Druid. Being able to change into an animal, being able to like interact with nature in that way. That's how I am in real life. So the fact that there's a character that you can do that with is so cool. The character in D&D, she's in the Emerald Enclave. I got like into that organization at the end of our campaign the last time we played. So when she was like, oh, I'm part of the Emerald Enclave, I looked over at my lady. I was like, oh, I'm in that. And so I love like the references in this movie. In our campaign, we ran into a room where there was an owl bear. And if you aren't familiar, an owl bear is a cross between a owl and a bear. It's more bear than owl, okay? It can like jump really high, and it's massive. It has an owl face and a huge beak and like owl talons for claws. Crazy looking. So this is in the trailer the whole time we're seeing it. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna have to go up against me. Thinking like, because in my campaign we went up against it, and so to speak, my lady's character like barged into a room, rolled a critical hit on a door, and just busted it down. And in that room was actually a cage for an owlbear, which is like the hardest beast to kill in the game. Like, it's huge, has so many hit points, it's ridiculous. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, what are you doing? We were able to like get her out of there, close the door, and because I was a druid with mending, I was able to mend the hinges back up and close the door back. She blew the shit right off the hinges. So owlbears are scary as fuck. Basically, we were freaking out. We're like, oh no, there's an owlbear there. Fuck, we're fucked. She was a half elf thief. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They're trying to get rid of half species and half races in D&D, but that's a discussion for a different time. Those creators can just get roasted for their opinion on that. But regardless, back to the owlbear. So I'm seeing the trailers, right? I'm like, oh man, this owlbear is gonna fuck them up. I can't wait to like see how they take this owlbear down. Maybe an hour, 45 minutes into the movie, you finally see the owlbear. It's on their side. It's one of them. I'm like, oh, I was never giving up. I was freaking out. I was like, let's go. They have an owlbear. The druid is the owlbear. Oh, it's so cool. And so when you're a druid in the game, you can interact with animals, the nature, and right. When you get to the highest level, you can turn in, what is it called now? No, I can't remember. Wild shape. You can have a thing called wild shape. At level 20, your wild shape, you can change into any animal. If you're of a certain class, you can change into an elemental. That's a discussion for another time. You can turn into like fire itself. But regardless, you can turn into any animal, right? So being a druid like player myself, and they did so much like fan service for druid people in this movie. Like, this druid changes from every different little thing, like big, small, eagle, like mouse, snake, worm, earthworm. She goes down to an earthworm at one point. So cool. And the CGI was great in a lot of parts. Almost all the parts. There was only one part for me. My lady mentioned another part that I can't remember right now, but there was one part for me where she changed into a deer. The druid changed into a deer, and it was almost like the CGI team had no idea. I had never watched a deer run before. Being like a former, I mean, you guys see this right now. Like, my family emblem is a stag. Like, we're hunters. I'm from upstate New York, where hunting is like casual. So when you see a deer run, they go. They really go, and they jump high. This thing was like, it wasn't tracking right on the screen. I'm like, what the? I remember I mentioned to my lady at the end of the movie, she's like, oh yeah, that was weird, right? It was almost like they had never seen a deer before. I'm like, yes, exactly. So funny. So that was the only part, but it was a funny movie regardless. So it wasn't meant to be like taken over like way too seriously. I would love to see another one too. To see that team together was really cool. There was a post-credit scene, but there wasn't like an after-credit scene, which me and my lady stayed for just to see, but there wasn't. And it was like 12:30 at night. It was so late. We had no business being there still. The after-credit scene was literally 10 seconds, and it was like it had nothing to forward the story whatsoever. That being said, overall, movie was hilarious. Actors were great. There's a cameo in there I'm not gonna ruin. That's fucking hilarious. As it was happening, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Michelle Rodriguez is phenomenal. The guy who plays the wizard is great. There's an evil like witch in the movie. She also plays Grisha in a Netflix show called Shadow and Bone, which we love. I love that show. We're about to watch the finale probably this afternoon, honestly. But she's also in that show, and it's so funny. She's playing like a wizard, like she's magic involved each time. Like Grisha is some like as a witch, a wizard, you know, someone who has magic. So I just thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, oh, she's doing the same thing, but she's evil now. It was pretty cool. I thought the CGI was pretty impeccable. Besides that one deer scene, and the fighting. My God, this movie had no business being this good as far as action goes. Like, the action scenes were fucking so sick. There's one scene where Michelle Rodriguez is like fighting off a bunch of people in a forge, and she's got an axe. Bro, she is all over the place. At one point, she like power bombs a dude through his legs, like a wrestling move, just throws him. Oh my God. Obviously, I know it's like helped out with things, but it just looks so badass. I was like, oh shit, let's go. What was her name? Helga? I think her name was Helga in the movie. But overall, just a great film. Not necessarily, I would think, not necessarily a family film. Unless your kids are like older. Don't bring your little kids to this, in my opinion. Like there's people getting cut in half and heads getting chopped off, and they're talking to like dead people. It's a fantasy film, but it's meant more for adults, in my opinion. Or over 13. It's a PG-13. I'm like, PG-13, dude. I wouldn't have a 13-year-old come and watch this, in my opinion. Yo, the Batman showing up. What's up, Batman? How you doing, man? Like that profile picture, by the way. So go see D&D if you want to go see a good movie. Before, like, you guys gotta, here's the thing, movies are back. This summer is gonna be packed with movies every weekend. It's summer now for me. I don't care if you guys think it's spring, whatever. It's summer for me already. Where I'm at, it's 80 degrees every day again. So movies are back, right? Just tonight, or this week alone, you can go see D&D. I think Shazam 2 is still in theaters. Not that anyone's watching that, but then you got Super Mario Bros. And Air tonight by themselves. Like, it's hard, you're hard pressed to find me to want to go see movies every week, but it's back. Like, I used to, this is how I felt. I think it was like 2019, 2018. I was going to movies literally every week. Like, I had the rewards with the Regal and all of that. I'm about to set that all back up because it seems like there's movies that I want to go see, and I want to get that movie theater experience. And I need the rewards because $30 freaking for 2 tickets. That's not easy to, like, you can't just be spending that every week, man. And going to just to go see a movie, like, there's multiple movies I want to see. I need the rewards so I can try and get some free movie passes. Jeez, you know what I'm saying? But what's good, Taladia? Showing up. What's up, man? What's up? How we doing? So, D&D, great movie, hilarious, honestly. I want to see it again just because, oh my God, they came in contact with this guy. The cameos were phenomenal, right? When you're in D&D, you encounter NPCs, non-playable characters. It's usually the dungeon master, aka the DM, who's like running the game and running the campaign, he'll be the NPC. He or she, I should say. They'll be the NPC. And they encountered an NPC in this fucking story in the D&D who was so fucking sick. There was a sword battle where they had enchanted swords. One was like green flames and smoke, and the guy, the paladin, the good guy, his sword was gold, like engravings that lit up when they like activated their fucking powers, and they were just illest sword battle, just fucking going. It was probably like 2 minutes, and by the time it was done, I was just like, oh my god, they don't need anybody else. They just need him. But of course, he's just there to help them like progress the story and get farther in the story. That's the whole point of D&D. You get help from the DM when you need help, but then it's back to your own shit again. I loved it. I thought that scene was phenomenal. My goodness. And I would go back just to watch that again. The guy who did that character, his whole interaction was super funny. Chris Pine is like a Barry Allen, Wally West type in this, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit dumber. But his one-liners are so fucking funny to me. And the paladin, the NPC that they encounter, he's so serious. He's been alive for like hundreds of years and like has a very dry, no sense of humor, actually, as to say. And I just remember Chris Pine being like, "Oh, you're a lot of fun, aren't you?" Oh shit! Oh damn! Oliver saying that she saw Shazam 2. That's hard to say real fast. Wow. It had good moments, but I don't think it's worth movie ticket prices. Okay, I'm saying D&D is. That's why a lot of times you find it hard pressed for me to go to the movies. I want to see Air though, just because I want to support Ben Affleck's like first endeavor with artist equity. He directed it too, and Chris Tucker, Viola Davis, like interacting with all these people. Come on. I can't wait. I'm actually really intrigued and really excited to see this. And just reading like the lead up, their press, their marketing for this was really great. Like Ben Affleck talking about going to the golf course and talking to Michael Jordan to kind of get like a pass for the movie. And he also was given ideas, which I thought was like brings more authenticity to the story. Like, yo, Michael Jordan gave me this suggestion, and I used it, and now it's a vital character. I can't wait to see Air. I'm hyped. You guys saw the thumbnail. That picture of Ben Affleck, like straight, it looks like, I know it's supposed to be late 80s, but to me that's like early 90s. That's when I grew up. Thank God it's Friday. You damn right, Money Train. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. So, going to see Air tonight. That's my little preview, I guess. Super Mario Bros. Super Bro Corey. I don't know what the hell he's probably working right now. Super Mario Bros. I've been hearing mixed things about it. Obviously, it's meant for kids. As far as us old heads that grew up with Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 and all of that, those references are, I guess, few and far between in this movie and are meant more for the second movie, because they're setting up another movie apparently, and the games featured in this movie are more like newer games, and they're catered more towards the younger crowd, obviously. So I guess Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was terrible, but they explain Chris Pratt as Mario in some sort of way. Charlie Day is Luigi. I guess he's hilarious. I want to see it just for Charlie Day. And Jack Black as Bowser is amazing, apparently. And there's like a singing part where he kills it. So I'm going to go see it just because I am a Mario fan. I'll have to go see that by myself. I asked my lady, she said, I don't want to go see that. You know how many annoying little kids are going to be there? Yeah, you're right. So, but I will see it just to be able to talk about it and say, you know, I went and saw it. That's a movie experience. Just seeing the trailers. I believe the first trailer I saw for it was before Avatar 2. And I saw it, I'm like, oh, that looks fucking cool. Like, being in the Mario universe, seeing it realized in a movie, I like that. I think it's cool. And just how massive they make these worlds in the posters and in the trailers, I think it gives I think it does it a lot of justice for Mario fans. What the fuck? Sorry, I think a squirrel just ran by, like looking at my hose. Homie's thirsty, maybe. What's good, Marcus? Neo7's up in the house. So, we talked about D&D. We talked about Air. We'll talk more about it, obviously. Let's get to the unboxing, right? Y'all sick of hearing me talk? We talked for about half an hour. What's good, homie? Thanks for being here. Everybody, thanks for being here, honestly. What are you doing, Money Train? You said what now? Money Train? I ain't gonna read that. I'm gonna get the algorithm to take me down. So let's get that unboxing going and see what we got. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to switch up the vibe too. You had a squirrel moment? Oh, looking at my... I said that. Scatterbrained as fuck. Yes, my water hose. That's funny. I did have a squirrel moment. Squirrel brain got me. I was like, huh? What the? Out my little courtyard here. Squirrels are tree rats, dude. Don't talk shit about the squirrels. Y'all seen who in here? Raise your hand if you've seen the Rick and Morty squirrel episode. Hey, little boy. I'll grant you your wish, little boy. And they had to go to a completely different universe because they upset the squirrels there. Yo, oh my god, that is one of the funniest skits. I think about that all the time when I see squirrels like just chilling. Yo, squirrel brain got me. Everyone's laughing. Yeah, you're welcome. That's authentic. All authentic. On to the next thing. I'm like, wait, who said what? Wait, what? What'd you say? Oh, that was me? Morty, what did you do? You upset the squirrels. Huh? What do you mean? It's so funny that little squirrel. Hey, little boy. Come talk to us. We'll grant you a wish. Can you hear us? Yo, yeah, they are gangsta. Let me tell you about this in the upstate New York squirrels. And when you live in the armpit of New York, I literally lived in the poorest region in New York, upstate New York, and the squirrels there become part of your home, and you have no choice. Like, I lived in the second floor, and the house that I lived in had like these trusses. So if this is the side of the house, it had like a truss that would go up, and it was like more decorative than anything I thought, but it was actually like part of the beam that came down from the roof. And these squirrels got into there, like dug in a hole and got into the roof and attic area of the house. And that happened before I got in, before I moved. Because when I would start hearing like scratches and stuff, and I literally popped my window open one day and like looked out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And you could see like where the landlord had put up like chicken wire on each end of the truss and like painted it so it blended in. But they had been digging around it. And eventually one day I woke up and I'm like, I think I was walking from my shower to like my room, and I had the drop ceiling. If anyone's been in an apartment, whatever, like that, the standard like white tile drop ceiling, I could see and hear obviously this little effing squirrel running like in my attic, but hitting like I could see where he was hitting the drop. He was running on the drop ceiling and like not on the tiles. Must have fell through at one point, figured that out. And from one end of my house to the other, like and there was another apartment in the back and I could hear them start yelling at the fucking squirrel when it would go into the back of the apartment. We got terrorized by the squirrel. That's how gangster they are. Yes, they are a menace. They ruined, yeah. They probably dug right in there and like made a little like nest area. Yeah, dude, they're crazy. So, but last year, another crazy story about squirrels, and in my courtyard too. We one day we're just out there like, yo, where's the squirrel just hanging out behind the like our chair for some reason? We have like chairs out there, and maybe he's just like, I don't know, getting a rest. They don't hang out on the ground though, for obvious reasons, because that's where predators get them. That's where snakes are down here, things of that nature. Hawks can see him easy. There's vultures everywhere down here. They're ready to snipe you if you're a squirrel. But he's just laying in the courtyard, like just struggling. So we put out like a bowl of water next to him one day, hoping like just he'll maybe get some water, and then gets up and goes away and gets the hell out of our courtyard. A couple days passed. Homie just died in our courtyard. No idea what happened to it. It was a big effing squirrel too. Big effing squirrel. And I had to pick that dude up and get rid of him, dispose of the body. But I still have no idea what happened to him. Probably got bit by a snake, if I'm guessing. But like, why? Why come die in a courtyard on the ground? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't like, maybe he just wanted to be away from the other squirrels, so they didn't eat him a lot. I literally have no idea how that happened or why it happened. But oh, you live right next to a park? Oh, especially in the city, dude. You're asking for squirrels. The only place where they have trees. I know how to summon squirrels. Mama Bear says, I visited New York. The squirrels and pigeons have no fear of people. Nope. Legit, I wondered for a moment if they would roll me for food. You gotta hide it, or they'll fly right down on you. They'll come snipe it from you. And the worst thing is that you have people who give them food. So it's like other people are just trying to live out their days and not get attacked by pigeons and stuff when they're walking with a sandwich or a bagel in New York. Marcus said, wave one arm up and down like when you put your arm on the car window. Ah! Yeah, right. That's what you gotta do. Oh my god. So yeah, long history with squirrels. So every time I do see a squirrel like having an issue or making an issue for me, I just think about that skit and show that the Rick and Morty episode. I'm not messing with the squirrels. I'm not making them mad. I don't have an opportunity. I can't go to another universe. Oh, Marcus said, wave one arm up and down, the squirrels will come to you. Yeah, for real. They will. They will. All right, enough about squirrels, enough about squirrel brain. Look what happened. We just talked for like 9 more minutes about squirrels. That's how dumb we are, chat. Yes. The unboxing starts now. I do like the all black, but I will say, as someone who's going to be working with Mikey, I've already given him some ideas. We're going to spruce up everything, but it's his 3rd fucking comic. Like, this is his 2nd comics, I believe. So the fact that he's even got them out, you know what I mean? So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, yo. We're here for the content. We're here to hang out. Let me switch it up. By the way, we've had this. This is a Squirrel Brain song. And after this, we'll have a guest come in and we'll get his opinions on the unboxing. Let me get different vibe for the homies. What about this? Okay. Be careful, there's a knife out. And my name's not Necron, so I'm not experienced. Just kidding. I should probably show you guys this. Wonder if that's satisfying or not. You guys hear that? I gotta. I don't want to like ruin any of this. I'm such a big stickler. Like, look at what I do. I put the tape like down here. Preservation as key. Let me show you guys this. Oh, let me pull the. I should probably pull the chat back up too, huh? Wiki mistake. Hey, you got another Dreamwalker today? Oh, I should probably pull my banners up too. We've already done this. We already did that. Okay. This ain't hype enough. Nope. Okay, it's a little better. Is it my volume that's not up all the way? No. I'll turn this up just a little bit. Okay. Here we go, yo. I probably should actually put that down a little bit. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Is this all connected? Oh, it's in there. What? What is this sorcery? Look at this. It's all connected. That's so cool. Okay. Let me take this out. All black. Nice. I mean, that's smart. You put this in here. Look at that packaging. That's cool. It comes in one box probably like this. You just pop that triangle out. Fold this over, put your package in there, boom, boom. And then, for me, the stickler, I'll put the tape back. Put the tape back. All right. Yes. Y'all haven't got yours yet. What are you doing? What are you doing? For you ASMR people, it's a real bubble wrap. I fucking hate ASMR though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not. I get the concept of ASMR, right? I get it, but it's more so like the pretentiousness of the people doing it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you want to hear this? Oh my god, today we got some sensual sounds of bubble wrap. Oh my god." Like, no, stop being so weird about it. You know? Anybody with me? Not a fan of ASMR. Am I the only one on that? I think this music is epic enough, by the way. So right now, sorry, I'm just undoing this part right here. This is some classy packaging. Not too much, like not overdone. Just what you need to make this stuff nice. Talk about satisfaction. Oh my god, yo, way to send it with the white backs out. You guys don't even know. That's sick. Mama Bear says, it depends on the ASMR. For me, the ones eating or tapping their nails on ish drive me crazy. Yes, the tapping of nails. Ooh, if they had another video, another stream of someone coming over and like crushing the nails. Yo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hate the tapping stuff. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but shout out Florida. All right, y'all. We have some comics to open. I think I gotta make some room here. I'm so happy. So excited. Okay, we're just gonna open it. I have a feeling the one that I want to get last is last. So let's start with the first one. Is there two in here? Oh, they gave me them. Oh, you guys are shit. Shout out Second Skin Comics with the. Oh man, this is so clean. Check that out, y'all. Oh man. That is so clean. Let's get a little bit closer. Of course, the glare on the wall. It's too shiny. Hopefully that cover doesn't get me taken down. Ooh, this is so sick. Wow. Like, even just seeing it on camera and seeing it in stream doesn't do the print quality any justice. This is the shock variant of number 2. I believe I have 2 of these. We're about to find out. Let me get a better spot to put all this. Forgive me, chat, for all the noises. You got mine? You got your shock variant? Alright, so next here, we're gonna see. I wish this one wasn't wasn't right here. Oh, that's alright though. This is probably my favorite cover. Let me look at it, y'all. Oh my god, dude, this is so sick. This is so sick. Sorry. All right, here's your turn. Oh, let me mute myself. Sorry, my coffee was in the way. I had to move it. But how sick is that? How sick is that? So y'all already know. This one, the classic like image of this. You know where this is going, right? Let's get a little visual representation of how this is gonna look real quick. Gonna fill up that spot nicely. We might have to rotate this light right here a little bit so it shines up that way a little bit more. But man, this is just the regular. I think this is just the regular the first print. Shout out. Oh, it's so sick. Kate Valdez on the cover. Kate Valdez starring in the show. This is a show, if you guys didn't know, by the way. If you didn't know, that Mikeyverse I'm pointing to right here. Mikeyverse is real, if you didn't know. So we've gone through 2. I feel like I got an extra. Mikey, what did you do? Mikey, what did you do, bro? What did you do? Am I not supposed to show one of these on stream? I feel like I only ordered 5. I got 6. What is this? Okay, so we got 2 of these. One I can open. And maybe if you're lucky, maybe one of these one day I'll even give away. That's the whole reason why I got more than one. So we could do some giveaways of Dreamwalker and stuff. This is the original print, bro. I got 2 of them. That's why I got 2. One's to open, one's to read. But since I have so many issues of Dreamwalker 2, I feel like I could hold on to some, or we could give some issues away to put it out there. I know that Mikey and Sky are doing a giveaway of issue number 3. We might as well do a giveaway here of issue number 2. You know what I'm saying? A Mikey verse is real. I told you guys once I was gonna support. This is how I wanted to do it. So sick. So that's 3 down. We have 3 to go. There's that nice Filipino variant. That's sweet. I'll give you a close-up view, chat. And who's that there at the bottom? Oh yeah, Noel and Mikey. So sick. I think this one is gonna go up next to this one. I think these 2 are gonna go up side by side. Like the same pose, but still. Gotta do it. All right, we got 2 more, y'all. 2 more. I think these are just copies. Yeah, jeez. All right, so I think I got an extra on accident. That's all right. But we got 3 Filipino variants. I think I just bought it out. All right, we gotta do some giveaways. What's good, y'all? I'm just over here with Dreamwalker on Dreamwalker. Wait a second. This is the thumbnail for the clip that I do. Let's go! Dreamwalker! Yes. You see it now? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna do some giveaways, y'all. This was probably either a mistake or on my part. It was probably a mistake on my part or just a freebie from Mikey. But shout out Mikey, shout out Second Skin, shout out Noel, Leon Flores for the artwork. I can't wait to start filming. So I needed these for the trailer. I'm actually kind of glad I have an extra one. I think the one that I'll give away is probably the ones that I use in the trailer. But I needed Dreamwalker 1 and Dreamwalker 2 for the trailer. For what I'm doing. And I'm glad he didn't send me 3's not printed yet, but I will have the I believe we're gonna figure out a way to get that into the trailer. So I'm hyped for that. I got some things to do this weekend to prepare for that and start shooting this weekend is what I'm gonna do. At least, you know, some of the base things so I can start messing around. I'm hyped. This is so exciting. Oh, the new comics drop. And I got 3 of these, man. You guys are mad. Yo, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I'll just sit here and read Dreamwalker on stream. Honestly. You guys are probably like, yo, Austin, why you got a towel up? Because I don't want to ruin my leather with my hair. You know what I'm saying? And leaning back too much and ruining the leather right here. We don't need that. All dope covers. Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait for the new covers, the new variants this time around too. I want to hang these up already. Oh man, I gotta start tearing these up. I gotta start doing some things. And then I have storyboards. Where's my storyboards at? I'm not gonna like show you, but I can show you from a distance. I'm a man of many hats. Okay. I can make a funny joke right now. I just hung up my hats. And I always say this, but someone once told me that a great artist is good in every medium. So I'm glad that I have the ability to do various things, and then people want me to make the stuff for them because it gives me an outlet besides my own stuff to work on these things. Like, I don't know when I would do I didn't never ever see myself doing a trailer for a comic book one, but having it being like a horror fantasy based comic book. Like, that is not necessarily my wheelhouse. So being asked to do it kind of like puts me out of my comfort zone, but I also think that that's where a lot of the genius comes, is like doing things that you haven't done before and like messing around and experimenting. Not that I haven't like shot things before and like filmed. That's where I got my expertise from. That's why I even know how to do all this stuff, because I was trying to make graphics for my videos that I film on hikes and adventures and things when I was younger, in my early 20s. So I have a background. I'm like behind the. So many times people have told me I have the eye, and I've never knew what that meant until you're just around people who don't. don't. It's just the design sense, like a general awareness of just things in design, like being able to do this. I guess like some people wouldn't even have the frame of mind to set their room up like this. But I have the eye. It's just like, I don't know. It's inherent. So I'm excited, to say the least, and honored to work on this trailer for Mikey. It's out of my wheelhouse, but not totally out of my realm of capabilities. I'm excited to like really dive deep into making what I want to make come to life, because that's ultimately the greatest experience for anybody who creates, is literally like having an idea in your head and then making it real. That's like magic in a way. It's not as like fantastical and as appealing to the eye or like awe-striking, but when you're able to create like a piece of art and then it's kind of like immortalized, I think that's crazy. I think that's like magic. Art is magic, and in a lot of ways. I mean, you can disappear into art, literally. And with the art that's, you know, out there today, all of the art that we consume, like you can video games, movies, videos, you can disappear into all of this. And I think that's magic. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. You can't. Sorry, y'all. I had to get that espresso out. So, man, Dreamwalker 2, Dreamwalker 3. We got some giveaways coming via the Syndicate Network regardless. So make sure y'all are subscribed. I think mine will also be the same thing. Like, you guys are gonna get Sky up. I think I give mine away at 500. I'm not even at 200 subs yet. Can you believe that? Can you believe I'm not even at 200 subs yet? Thanks, Asad. So I think at 500 is when I'll do a giveaway. We'll do the first giveaway for this Filipino variant cover of Dreamwalker number 1. Since I have 3 of these, you know, might as well give it away to somebody who's been a subscriber, is a subscriber. and you know, we can work that out at that point. We'll do it random. Yo, right. How am I not at 1K? How is Necron not at 1K? How is Skiiwalker not at 1K? It's ridiculous. I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not even at 200. Y'all got to sub. What are you doing? I know you guys are subscribed. Everybody else needs a sub though. So we're gonna do some giveaways. You know, we're gonna do some giveaways and supporting Mikey. You know, also getting the people. Ideally, it would be somebody who doesn't have Dreamwalker already. So that's gonna be part of the process, right? Like, hey, if you win, like, okay, but do you have Dreamwalker? Like, do you have Dreamwalker 1 already? Can we just give this, like, I want to give to somebody who doesn't have it, who is a fan, and who wants Dreamwalker, but like probably missed out. Hey, no, I said Necron's not at 1K now, bro. Neither is Skiiwalker. We're all on the road to 1K. Skiiwalker's closer though. Skiiwalker, what'd you miss? Hold on, homie. Mikey threw in an extra for me, I think, or it was a mistake on my part. But we did the unboxing, and I got a little something. I got a little something, bro. So we gotta do a giveaway. We're gonna do a Dreamwalker number 1 giveaway. We'll do a Dreamwalker 2 giveaway. I think we'll end up giving this. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you guys want or don't want. I only have 1 of these. I really like the shock variant. I have 2 of these. So I hang this one up since it's a different pose. Or do I hang this one up just as it's so like this image right here in general is like ingrained into my mind. Like, this is Dreamwalker. Hey, Skiiwalker loves it. That's what's up, dude, bro. And I was talking about the trailer, bro. We've had an hour-long show so far, but enough of that. I mean, we're not done talking about Dreamwalker and shit, obviously, but we're just going around and like saying, I'm gonna do. You guys got the giveaway at 1K for you, Sky. That one's crazy. Signed copy of Dreamwalker 3 and all that. That's ridiculous. I could sign this. I don't know if anybody wants me. They're probably like, yo, don't sign that. But I'm gonna do a giveaway at Dreamwalker 1 at 500, and then we'll do, what do you think, 750, chat? 750, 800? Dreamwalker 2, we'll do it then. Depends on how things are going. Maybe we push it to 1K if we're already at 800 quickly. It all depends. We'll play it by ear. Straight up. Appreciate that, Trey. Appreciate that, bro. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go. What are you doing? Yo, but you know who is here though, and I gotta I'm gonna do a really long intro and wait for him to show up down here in my corner. But we've had somebody chilling here backstage this whole show. You guys, what, dude? Austin, you talked this whole time? You didn't bring him in here? Well, he's been busy. He's working right now, but he is here to hang out. And I think Sky's awake now. Sky, you know how to get here too. If you hit the link that I sent into our cool table chat, I'm sure that you'll just pop right in. So pop in whenever, bro. And Leon, whenever you wake up and you are free, you know where it's at too. We might as well start freezing cold takes whenever y'all get in here. But for the time being, we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling, and I'll be chilling with the chat. We'll do this for another, I don't know, hour or two. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you guys for the support. If you haven't already, hit the like button, share the stream out, hashtag it with Dreamwalker unboxing, tell people about the giveaway that we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and get videos out for each of us. We got to get our shorts going. There's a lot of things that we need to do for our social media and all of that, and we're gonna get that going. I'm gonna try and help everybody out when I'm done with all these trailers that I gotta make. And first things come first. Before we get that, the easiest way to get the subs up and get the engagement up is for you guys sharing out the stream. So thank you guys already for one, being here and talking in the chat and making it so I'm not just talking to a wall. Thank you for that. But two, secondly, for showing up all the time consistently and engaging with this community and making it a community. But three, ultimately it comes down to you guys helping us grow more as well. So sorry if you guys put in a lot of unpaid hours of work, but the better that we all do, we all grow together, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately what we get, we put back into this community too. So just think about that. I need not talk anymore. There's somebody who's a part of the cool table where some people thinks that he doesn't talk enough, which is very surprising. But if you guys know anybody on the cool table who doesn't talk enough, y'all already say, "Man, let Necron talk." Necron, you there, homie?
What up?
I got to pull him up. Hey,
what's going on?
How you doing, player? How's work?
Oh man, I just been listening to you as I'm working, doing well. Yeah, I like how you kept almost calling Super Mario Super Bro almost every
Dude,
time.
it's so hard. It's so hard.
Oh shit, we got Leon in the chat now.
Leon's here. He said, "Wake up, bro! Wake up!"
I'm in the cool table, right? What's going on, Leon? I saw Sky pop up earlier. What's up, Sky? I'm sorry I wasn't active in the chat because my hands are busy elsewhere. That sounds kind of bad, but I'm actually working on the computer right now. I'm not doing what you're. I'm not looking at the hose.
You're looking at the hose.
I'm looking at the hose. My hands are busy.
Bro, looking at the hose, bro. Why is he looking at my hose, bro? What the fuck?
Hey, but you know what? I gotta do a little flex before I get back to work.
Do it.
You were talking about my room is not as coordinated as yours because I have like 50 years of bullshit piled up in here. But look at this. Oh,
hey,
yeah, we gotta do a little Jane Walker flexion wine over here. Got the virgin wine. I got the regular wine.
Hey, that's what I couldn't yet. I was sold out.
I got the virgin alternate wine.
Ooh. With dude, that's so sick. He's got.
I got the.
Oh shit! He's got the.
Yeah, it's a Dream Walker flex. But I do not have 3 of these. I just got one.
Just got
the
one,
Filipino edition. The syndicate, as Mikey calls it.
Yeah.
Number 2 alternate, I believe.
That's so sick. Yeah, that's the one I missed out on.
Yeah, and then regular, which is awesome. These are all awesome, man.
Yeah, dude, they are. That's so sick. Yeah, dude. That's like this one, the regular one. Yeah, you got the shock variant too.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah, I got that shock variant.
I think that's the one I'm gonna put this one up and probably give one of the regular ones away. But yeah, dude, this image though, because we've been talking about this is Syl's first appearance, right? So this image is burned into my brain. Like this.
Oh yeah.
This is Dreamwalker. You know, like this is. We kept hyping this cover up so many times. So yeah, dude,
man, these are definitely worth getting. I mean, get them now because once everything else falls into motion. Oh hell yeah, Leon just needs the virgin ones.
Dude, those virgin ones are gone.
they're on eBay and they're not cheap.
No, dude, it's crazy. Neo,
but they're just going to keep going up and up. So you
get them now.
eBay, do what you got to do, man.
Dude, that's a flex. That's a flex and a half. Like, yeah, check out what this. I got this one. Hey,
hey,
like usual.
Yo,
right. Back to my keyboard, but I'll be here, bro.
Get back to work, Necron.
Get back to work.
Thanks for playing along and doing the flex. How you doing, Sky? How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. Just leaving Target, about to head home. Feeling good. It's a great morning. Sun's out, enjoying the vibes. Just really having a great morning.
That's good, bro. You been chilling? You been watching the stream or nah? You were probably in Target. You were probably in Target.
I told you, I literally was just leaving, and I was actually on the phone like during like the entirety of my stay. Even though I'm off work, I was still working pretty much. So
setting up appointments and shit.
Yeah.
I go booking. Booking, as it were. Hey man, that's cool. Thanks for popping in on your way home and chilling with us. It's still morning where you're at, so yeah, it's nice. Nice, probably a little wake up, get some things done, get the day started. Those West Coast times, man, I miss it. When we move, I'm gonna be in Mountain Time Zone, so I'm gonna be right in the sweet spot between you and Necron. So I'm gonna be on that West Coast time zone too. I'm hyped for that. I'm honestly hyped for that.
You're gonna be in Mountain Time Zone?
Yeah, dog.
That's that one that's like, yeah, it's in between both the 1 hour behind me and 1 hour, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. So all of our like late night streams won't be killing me all the time. I'll be more like closer to you guys' times. It won't be 3 a.m. It'll be like 1 a.m. A little more doable. You know what I mean? Let Necron work. We got a new hashtag, Necron.
I'm sure my company likes that one the most.
Yeah, bro.
That's the work. Trying to get out here early today. You're on stream showing comic books.
You gotta get the work done. I need that spreadsheet before fucking 2:00, dude. So I was talking about movies earlier. Are y'all going to see any movies this weekend? Recent or soon? There's a lot of good movies coming out.
Yeah, I'm trying to go check out Mario. I got like one of the little partners that I'm gonna go take to go see Mario. Right, go make sure he sees that, and I want to check it out for myself as well because I didn't really like that first trailer too much, but the subsequent trailers have really gotten me a lot more interested, and so I actually kind of want to check it out now.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel you with that too, because I feel like a lot of us were expecting a different voice for Mario too, so it took a little bit of time to get over like, all right, it's just Chris Pratt. But the other characters do such a great job. Like, it's like, all right, get over the fact that the Mario voice isn't like the stickler exact Mario voice that you may have been expecting.
It's me, Mario.
Right. It's not gonna be that. And TJ's throwing up the farts for that. Yeah, at D&D last week was a good time. So if you guys go and see the Super Mario movie and want to see something afterwards too, or maybe next week when stuff dies down again, I highly recommend that D&D movie for y'all. I know Necron, I think your lady's gonna laugh a lot, like mine did as well. It was a fucking great movie. The action scenes.
You kind of sold me, dude. I mean, I already last week, but now you're talking about like heads getting chopped off. And people
dude.
I'm like, damn, that sounds like a good time. Dude.
That's what I was like. This is a freaking kids movie. No, this is PG-13. I would not be bringing my kids to this. Like, no way. Dudes get like sliced in fucking half too. Like, literally, you just see a dude's like half fall off while his legs are still standing up. It's fucking gnarly, dude.
Well, if you've seen my intro, which you have, because damn, maybe it. For I'm sold. So yeah, I'll probably be seeing that this weekend sometime.
Yeah, dude, definitely worth it. And then we'll have to do a full breakdown of everything. But yeah, Neo 7s did go see it. I was wondering if he did. And John Wick 4 was dope too. Man, John Wick 4, man, that's another one I gotta see.
Yeah,
and,
that is good, dude.
Yeah,
bro.
That last weekend. You did? Okay. Damn. There's so many.
Yeah, I already saw John Wick 4 too. So
it gets a little long, but it's still action packed. It's good.
So all right, didn't you say it was more story driven too a little bit this time around? Like there was more of a story. It wasn't just all action.
There is more story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of has to have more story, you know. No spoilers, but yeah, it kind of has to have more story.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And hey, we have 3 members of the cool table, but it's better to have more members of the cool table. So let's get everybody in here. What's good, Leon? How you doing today, bruh?
What's poppin'? What's poppin',
Hey.
everybody? What's good? What's good?
It's
Up, Leon.
afternoon for us right now. It's afternoon time for us. We chilling.
Definitely.
And how's your day going, dude? You working today?
Today, I am chilling, doing some errands, and I took care of a major errand that will need to be in handy, you know, for the end of the month. So step 1 of that has been done.
Hey.
You know.
Oh, word!
Yeah, step 1. Step 1. You know.
Oh,
These guys.
wait, but it's that big step, right?
Oh, it's the one where you gotta, you know, you gotta have wings, man. You know.
Oh yeah. All right, cool.
You did.
My boy, my
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Right? Yeah.
So step 1's been taken care of, and step 2 is still in the works. But yeah,
That's awesome.
exciting times. Exciting times.
Getting work done, plotting, scheming.
You
As
know?
always. I love it, man. I love it.
As per usual. You know?
Yeah, right. Man. Well, thanks y'all for being here. Obviously, we didn't do Freezing Cold Takes this Wednesday night, and I was like, you know what, let's just fucking do Friday, like we did last week. And why not? You know, I think it's a good time to rehash what I first talked about when I opened the stream, and obviously give you guys a chance to talk about it. My first thing was the D&D movie review. I don't think any of you guys have seen it, so fair enough. I get that. Highly recommend it. Good time. Do whatever you do as far as vices go, and go see that movie. It's fantastic. Air though. Are you guys excited to go see Air? Are you gonna see it? Are you gonna wait till it hits Amazon Prime? What's the consensus on that? Because I'm going to see it tonight.
I got a oh, I was about to ask y'all, is it out? It's out already, right?
This weekend. Yep, this weekend.
Oh, I'm going to see it today then.
Yeah, okay.
Facts. Because I was already going to go see something, and I was like trying to decide. That's it. It's a wrap. Air for sure. I forgot it was out this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, Sky's gonna come back. He's driving on the way home, so.
Because I'm gonna check out Mario for sure, but like.
You gonna see Air first?
Heck yeah, got to, got to, bro.
That's kind of like that's what I don't know if you guys are here when I first said it, but I was asking my lady.
The fuck?
You back? Get back, homie.
Yeah.
You back? I was like, Sky's going through a rough patch right now. Must have, a little service issues on the way home. But I told my lady, I was like, hey, there's 2 movies I want to go see. Like, you got to pick. I was like, Super Mario Bros. I keep doing that. I keep doing that.
Super Bro Corey in the back channel, or
Super Bro
we're gonna see that, bro. Damn, bro. Super Mario Bros. Going to see that or going to see Air? And she looked at me. She goes, "Oh, Air. We're going to see Air." I'm like, "Okay, shit, all right. You don't have to yell at me." She's like, "We're not." She's like, "You know how many annoying little kids are going to be at the movie theater watching Super Mario Bros." I'm like, "You are right. I definitely don't want to be a part of that at all." And also, did you guys peep any trailers for Air yet, or have you just seen like clips and shit of it?
I've seen like a.
I've actually been staying away from the clips. I've watched the trailers. That movie looks really good. I'm not shocked because Ben Affleck's a fantastic director, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be lots of nostalgia and all that stuff that this movie will have going for it. So that being paired with a fantastic director, I'm all there for it, and I will also be checking that out this weekend.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I guess next week we'll do our Air review. I mean, I simply wanted to go see it just because it's a Ben Affleck movie and it's like the first artist equity film So I wanted to do that, just kind of support, like, not that that's an independent company, right? But it's supporting that means you're actually supporting a change in the industry, which they're kind of trying to be the forefront of. Or like paying people differently, treating them differently, and they are they're like workers that became the bosses, and they're actually like making a change when they get to the top like chair. They're like, yo, we don't want to have a workplace like we went through. We want to make it different, and we want to make sure people get paid the right way. So that's also a reason why I wanted to go see this movie. But it's a treat. On top of it, the fact that it looks like it's gonna be amazing, and by all indications, it's gonna be amazing. Necron,
hold up, real quick though, because y'all should know that I'm going to go see this movie strictly because it's a Ben Affleck movie. Y'all know I ain't about to go support no Michael Jordan shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was just saying, what a great idea! The Air Jordan story, and how it got started.
Right?
There ain't no other shoe. On the level of Air Jordan. I mean,
hey, bro. Hey, at least you can see how
Shaq, Kobe's. I'll even say it. Duncan, Robinson. They don't even compare to Jordan.
You finally get to see how a GOAT works. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! Don't get this stuff again.
Darn it! I'm not on mute anymore. Darn it!
Don't do it, bro.
No,
don't do it, bro. He's driving, bro. We don't need any accidents right now. It's
hey, I was talking about Ben Affleck. Guy, so chill, bro, chill. Look at you about to get. Look at.
That's how we steer back on track, bro. Good job. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. I'm excited though because of I grew up. I'm an early '90s baby. So I'm obviously the youngest one here out of y'all, so I didn't really get to experience the late 80s. When I do get to see, like, live vicariously through these movies, I love it because that's when my parents were like in their 20s, so it kind of gives me a frame of mind of like what the world was like when they were my age now. And I like to compare and contrast that. That's why I was so mad. Another reason why I was mad at Wonder Woman 84 though, because fucking they did not give me. I'm like, this was 84? No way! Like, no way. There's no way this is 84. No,
I don't even know what.
84?
I mean, how wasn't the director like in the 80s? Like, wouldn't she have known? Like, how did they? Nah, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, right. We don't need to do that. Back to Hill. But the fact though, this movie, it is so big for the shoe culture in general, because this was the first time a company made a shoe around the player. And if not, hopefully you can agree with this, Skiiwalker. If not for this happening with MJ, LeBron wouldn't have LeBrons.
Bro, like this, no, that was actually the joke that I was going to make, is that what we're actually going to get a peek into is to the story of like why MJ is really thought of as the GOAT unquestionably. And it's because of these damn shoes. The shoes changed the game forever, yo. It changed the game forever, right? Yeah, no, for sure, right? And it's like, yo, marketing wise, this is like one of the most important things that I think happened in like the clothing in the clothing industry period throughout recent history, was the release of like the Michael Jordan Air One, and like just all of the subsequent shoes that he put out, especially those ones that he won championships in, because just marketing wise, there's been nothing that has ever come close to the Michael Jordan campaign with those shoes. Nothing that's ever come close. 100%.
Yeah,
dude, I was like, super Spurs fan, but I got Jordans every year. That was just the way it went. You had to get the Jordan, especially when he was winning titles and shit. So I would have my Spurs and gear, but I still be wearing Air Jordans. Along with, my Robinsons and whatever else. I had to have Jordans every year.
I saw some stat, like some crazy stat years ago, that I think it was like around 60% of all the shoes sold in the United States were Jordans.
Jeez.
Like, that's crazy, right? You know, so that's fucking domination on like fucking production scale, like, you know,
Out of control. Yeah.
like out of control. And so, yeah, I don't know. I will readily admit that the Michael Jordan shoe is like the quintessential, you know, story of like fucking basketball shoes and all that stuff. And it's dope that Ben is actually highlighting this story, because now we get a peek at why he's the real GOAT, is these damn shoes. So
Yeah, think about
At least you admit that he's the real GOAT. Thank you for saying that.
Whatever you
that's not what I meant.
Also,
That's not what I meant. You know what I meant.
You know,
the real reason.
No, I know what you meant. He's the real GOAT. Yeah, you said that. But the thing about it is, it's not the shoe that made the man, it's the man that made the shoe. Nobody's buying Jordans if Jordan isn't Jordan, right?
That's
Same
fair.
thing with LeBron, right? Oh, wait, that's the thing. LeBron still gets outsold by Michael Jordan. Ain't that something? That's crazy. That's all these years. The GOAT has retired. The GOAT has retired about 2-3 times.
Not his new ones.
You finally got one. There you go. After all these years, you chased the ghost, called the GOAT, and you finally got one.
Are whack. They're whack.
You finally got one. Round of applause for LeBron. You know, the difference between you and most LeBron fans is you're actually eloquent. Most of them they say a bunch of bullshit, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm tired of hearing this. You actually enjoy listening to your bullshit. But anyway, the Air movie is going to be incredible because it highlights Ben Affleck, man. I can't wait to get back to cinema. Like, seriously, it's funny because ironically, I'm probably one of the biggest Michael Jordan fans of all time. But I've only bought like 2 or 3 of his shoes ever. I've never really been a big Jordan sneakerhead like that.
Me either.
Which is ironic because that's the GOAT. And that's my favorite player.
I didn't really like
Not a lot of them were dope. I think I like the 17s. They were cool. There's these one high-tech ones that I got. I forgot what they are. They're dope. I actually still have them. But other than that, it's like, whatever.
I think like the 23s, like deep into the catalog. Like I didn't care about the 1s, the 2s, the 3s. The 1s are the only ones that I like because
the 1s are cool. Exactly. They're kind of a prototype.
Yeah.
For a lot of
usually what they base
different sneakers
on, anyways.
Yeah. They took a high dunk and threw the Air Jordan logo on the ankle.
Pretty much, right? So I've been avoiding I haven't really been avoiding, but I've just been seeing mostly the interviews. I'm more interested in like Ben Affleck's thought process about the characters and the story about Viola Davis and how she got included and the expansion of, you know, his mother being more a part of the plot. I think that's cool stuff, and I can't wait. I'm a big Viola Davis fan. I think she might be my favorite actor, period, in the modern era. Viola Davis, if not, she's up there, along with like Joaquin Phoenix, stuff like that. So, but yeah, Ben Affleck, watching him do his work, watching him do his thing, and just getting back his name, because everybody was kind of throwing him in the mud for a long time for some weird reason. He did like one movie that was mid at worst, and that was Live by Night. Live by Night was dope. I don't know what everybody else was talking about. I don't know if y'all seen Live by Night. It was that gangster movie he did with
I don't know if I've seen that. That might have been.
What's her name?
I'll have to check. I've heard of that though. There we go.
Oh, it was great. I thought it was dope. I don't know what everybody else was watching, but it was a really good film.
People like to hate for no reason a lot of times now, and then they won't even see it themselves and just like co-sign somebody else's opinion about something. It's like, did you even take a look at it, or is that just something somebody else said that you
it's
like?
That dog pile culture.
I think it was a part of that campaign to just make anything related to DC at that time period look bad. You know what I mean? Because it was in between him doing Batman.
At one time too, there was a campaign.
Say it again.
There was a campaign to cancel him at one time.
To what?
To cancel.
He's how far away?
Oh, the cancel Ben.
Oh.
I remember they were coming after him. Me Too at one point for some shit he did.
And it was like, I don't know, it was something. There's always something, man. You know, he an older white dude, so you already know they trying to get y'all in droves, man. It's crazy.
They were trying to get him hard for the whole like the video that he sent to the one girl on the dating app where they're like, yo, this isn't Ben Affleck, and he was like, it's me. And like that was to me a hilarious fucking response by Ben Affleck, but people try to like, oh, Ben Affleck's creepy, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, like did he do anything illegal in that fucking video? Like what the fuck? And then
bro,
it's like,
you can't date nobody unless they're your age. Like right. Exactly.
For real.
You can't, you know. You got to like be a robot on a date or meeting somebody now, you know, according to society. Not in real life, though. None of these rules apply when you actually walk up to an actual woman in real life and have a conversation. You know?
Real life, yeah.
Yeah, in real life. I've never experienced these tropes and crap that people are talking about on Twitter and social media. All these different rules, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Air. I'm looking forward to it, like big time. Big time. And I'm glad you mentioned it because I was like, what am I going to watch? Mario? And I was like, what else is out? Yeah, because I already watched John Wick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so how was that? I was kind of asking them, you know, it's more story, right? But like, there's going to be another film.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to spoil it, but like at the end, it's kind of, I want to say, in my opinion, it's ambiguous, even though it looks final. But it looks ambiguous to me. I just don't see them not going further.
Right.
I mean, there's definitely a story there if you pay attention to the details. There's some things that they say to each other, one another. John and a particular character during a particular scene, and it's pretty telling if you read between the lines. And you know, I just don't see it going out like that. I'll just leave it at that. But incredible movie. It does get a bit repetitive with the action, but not enough to make me go, oh, you know, this sucks. It was great. Fantastic movie. Fantastic.
That's good, Ben. That makes me happy. Yeah, because I do want to catch back up with the John Wick. I kind of like didn't see John Wick 3. And I do need to like get back up with that. I just kind of fell away from movies for a while because of the distaste that I had in my mouth from Warner Brothers. It's like, God, anything that your name is on, I don't want to be around. I don't want to be like near your nonsense. But and also COVID had a bit to do with that. The movies were kind of sputtering at the box office, but now it seems like we're getting back to great movies, great cinema again, and no shots at all the movies that came out in between 2019 and now. Obviously, right, Zack Snyder's Justice League was a great movie that should have been in theaters. Had that been in theaters, that would have blown a lot of people away, I think, as far as numbers go. That being back in theaters now,
for sure,
it may fucking blow some numbers out of the water. You know what I'm saying? If we get the Emerald cut and that's it comes out in theaters worldwide, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
So I'm excited for Air tonight. Yeah, too. I think if this movie does well, it does a lot for Ben Affleck and their artist equity. It's so funny when you Matt Damon and Ben Affleck talking about their company that they have together, these friends. I thought always myself of being like akin to Ben Affleck because he's a Northeast guy, he's a blue collar guy, but I'm way more akin to Matt Damon, and I didn't realize it because he's like, oh yeah, if you want to talk like spreadsheets and numbers and stuff, go talk to Ben, because Matt Damon is the director of creativity or some shit like that. Like he's got this weird like role where he's not the CEO, he's not a COO. Matt Damon is like let me make the cool shit, you can worry about the numbers, and that's how I am. So I feel really akin to Matt Damon, and I'm excited to see how he's going to be like the main character, kind of. I know like people are going to see this because of Ben Affleck and obviously Viola
Oh yeah, he's
Davis.
definitely the main.
He's the main character.
Not even kind of. Yeah, he is.
Not even kind of. Yeah, he is the main character. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see also there. I guess there is like a silhouette shot of MJ. It's just like the back, right? You never see his face. And Affleck's reasoning for that was to not ground him, like to keep it in the epicness that he is. Like he's a figure. And that's why the shoes are so important. Yeah, a myth, right? Like they kind of keep it mythical by not seeing his face in the movie, which I thought was a great touch. And it's a great, like, that's the pieces of cinema where you're telling a story. Those little details matter so much and are so big. So I'm excited to see what he's done with this movie. It seems like he's put a lot of work, effort, time, consideration into making this story in general and getting Michael's input on things as well. Like when we see this movie, let's understand that when they first wrote it, they didn't even have Chris Tucker's character in it. He wasn't there because they didn't know about him until Michael Jordan was like, oh yeah, where's this guy though? Like, he was there the whole time, like, and it's the only black dude who's at that time in 1980s, like in the chair room, who's like talking with these white guys. Like, I think that's a very important role to fucking have, as far as like, yo, you guys didn't have him at first because because of like revisionist history. These people don't get credit. But if you talk to the people who are actually there, i.e., Michael Jordan, you may not get Michael Jordan to be in the movie. You probably don't even want him to, but you get to have a conversation about, oh, this is how it actually went down. This is who was actually there. And that's also when Ben got that insight about Chris Tucker's character. He also got more insight on Michael Jordan's mom. And it's so funny when I don't know if you guys read the interview. He's like, yeah, I was telling him about his mom and who we were going to get. And I knew who he was going to ask for. And I knew that I probably wasn't going to be able to do it. But I'm like, it's Michael Jordan. How do you say no? Like, I didn't know what to say. And he's like, and then he asked for Viola Davis. I was like, oh, he knew it. He saw it coming. But he got it done, bro. And to make a script this good, too, to have Viola Davis be able to play this character, I think it's right in her wheelhouse. And she's going to fucking nail it. I'm super excited for Air, man. And
I mean, how many goats involved in this movie? Think about it.
Right. Jeez. How many are?
There's no way it's not going to be good. I mean, there's no way.
And there's other characters too that I'm forgetting, even like older actors in this movie who show up. Like, who's gonna be Phil Jackson, bro? Like, is he gonna be a part of it? Like, I want to see his character. And like, is Dennis Rodman gonna show up? Just for no reason?
Probably not, because like a lot of this stuff is pre. Yeah, that's like
later on. Yeah,
we're talking like 90s Bulls. But, and Phil, his first coach was I forgot his first coach. Gosh, for the Bulls. Yeah, I remember the face, but I don't remember the name either. That's when Jordan was working with all the dudes that were on cocaine, essentially. All the time were coked up.
They were famous for that.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm. The cocaine Bulls.
George Gervin was one.
Dude, the 80s were different, bro. The 80s were different. That's so funny. But Necron, you not being like I guess you are a massive basketball fan, but a lot of people wouldn't expect you to be like a huge basketball shoe guy, being a metal guy. So, with that being said, like, you did buy Jordans every year. You did buy Robinsons every year. Mm-hmm. You wear that with like the metal shit, or like, how do you factor that into the outfit?
I didn't care. I still I still wear my Jordans with my metal jeans.
That's what's up, dude. That's sick.
That's the Jordans I got now are like they're like Jordan 1s. I don't get the Jordans every year anymore because they just got ridiculous in price. But back then you could get them. But my wife found me an all murdered out, all blacked out Jordan 1s, and they look sick. So yeah, I wear those. I don't wear those all the time though, because I want to keep them, nice looking. But,
Right. That's so cool. So
What?
Necron's a shoe head. That's
That's dope.
Sneak your head.
I'll take a picture of them and send them to you guys, man. They're
Murdered
cool.
out ones.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Shout out to your wife, bro. She's
she came home with them, didn't even tell me. She looked like, I'm like, what the fuck? That's awesome. Yeah,
she's a fucking G gangster shoes.
And of course, my homies, you're gonna get mugged wearing those things around.
I ain't wearing them.
I only wear them every once in a while, and I got my friend to back me up. Don't worry. That shit.
That's when you take your shirt off and lay it down in the mud and walk over it. Whatever you see those.
Yeah.
Seen those videos. Kevin Lowry was the coach back then in the late '80s, mid '80s for the Bulls.
Oh, there you go.
So this is the part though, again, that like I missed as a kid, because I was born in '93. Like I was really a kid coming of just learning the world when Michael Jordan was like in his prime, winning his 4th, 5th, and 6th championship. I remember seeing Space Jam and just thinking to myself like, oh my God, this movie is real life. Like he came back out of retirement after that movie came out. That was like part of the sickest things about that movie. It was like at the end of the movie, he goes back to a game and then he's came out of retirement. Like that blew my mind as a little kid. It still does.
That's such a GOAT move, bro. Like, I'm sorry, dog. Like Jordan has such a weird, storied career, man. Like, and that's the thing. Like when you look at the sneakers, they're like so elevated because he did weird stuff, man. Like he came in like a rock star when he was in his three-peats, right? And then he just said, I'm done. I'm just going to play some baseball or whatever. After his father passed and some controversial stuff went down too in between. I think it was like gambling and stuff like that. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that, because people would be like, oh, you got to mention that. Like that somehow diminishes Jordan's career. Who cares? Right, he came out of retirement. Right. And then cooked for another three-peat.
He just gave people an opportunity to win some titles. That's all he did.
Yeah, win 8 titles.
How many would he win, dude?
Facts, bro.
10,
Facts.
11?
And then it's like people do this thing where they don't. If you're a sports fan, you cannot sit here and downplay a three-peat. A three-peat of any kind, man. Like that's incredible.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean? Like, you don't even get the same amount of time off that other players had postseason, right?
Almost.
Right.
Yeah.
You and the person you played against, you guys have a shortened amount of time, because everybody else you cooked in the regular season, they get time off. You know what I mean? And nobody cared. It was that's basketball, that's sports. And Jordan played every game. He played all 82 games for like what was it, like 10 seasons out of 15?
Yeah, there was no load.
It's crazy. Exactly.
Hey, you played. And I have some friends from Houston. They're always like, yeah, well, we got, our 2 titles. And I said, yeah, you got your 2 titles when Jordan was retired.
Right.
I'm sorry, but
They couldn't do crap, dude, against them in the finals. They got cooked all the time. Yeah, dude, you're so right about that, though. It's like, that's such a GOAT thing of him to do, is like use a movie to come back out of retirement.
Right.
So
like,
cool, dude.
Who does it? It's like, it was that manufacturer? Was it this? And if it was manufactured, like, damn, that's so dope. Like, either way you slice it, it's like, man, like, you're nuts, bro. You could have just.
It was a good movie too.
Yeah, it was a hilarious little cartoon.
Yeah, it was a good
his
time.
acting was subpar, but it was so that's indicative of like how magnificent he is as an icon, right, and a legend, that he could just come in and just be like, PR version of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, right.
And everybody shows up to watch it, right?
Dude, and well, that's the thing though, because I remember even as a little kid, people and my like grown-ups talking and yearning to see more of Michael Jordan. I remember my dad making fun of him when he was on the White Sox. He was like, what the fuck is he doing, dude? I don't care if he can hit a home run. Like, I can go out there with a beer belly and whatever and hit better baseballs than Michael Jordan can. Oh, all this like talking mad shit. He was a Boston Celtics fan, but he still wanted to see him in the league. And the reason, dude, the people don't understand if they weren't alive in the era when it was happening. But when the fly like an eagle like scene happened, when he's fucking doing 360 dunks and shit and just slamming it down in an empty gymnasium, like getting ready for the Monstars game, people hadn't seen him dunk in a year or more than that, over a year. So people just were going to the movie to see him play basketball again. That's almost like why it did so well.
Very true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, I want to see Michael Jordan play basketball. I'm sick of watching him suck at baseball. I love him so much as a player. I don't want to see him suck or do subpar and not be amazing. I want to see him fucking throw it down and yam on people again. And then you have that fly like where he's just literally just in the air doing crazy shit, like windmilling it. And you got the craziest like tracking shots of him. I remember being a little kid like, yo, he can fly. He can literally fly. What the
He
fuck?
did do some weird floaty stuff when he used to play, but it was nuts, man. Like, you're like, dang, bro, that's
You
weird.
would get to an apex and then just be
sci-fi.
like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
How did you just go more? It looked like you were on the downswing.
Like,
but
before he hits the ground, it's like an extra, like, little boop, you know? It's
That was
crazy.
not even happening. Like,
I know.
defied physics. I mean, people.
It blew my mind every time. Like,
There
yo,
was
he
no
can
players
fly.
like. I mean, we had scenes like Dr. J, you know, who did magnificent dunks back in the day, and that was but Jordan took it to a new level, dude. Like it looked like he was just floating in the air.
It did.
And that's the thing. We're talking about athletes today, and they're always like, they're better, they're physically better. And it's like, I don't see anybody doing this stuff today. Like, you see people dunk. You see people do, like, you know, some finesse stuff here and there. But we're talking, like, double clutch, holding the ball one hand, floating. Like, it's crazy stuff this guy used to do.
The move, like, well, he kind of took it a little bit from Dr. J a little bit, but the one where he's going at the rim and he just like cups it between his forearm. And his
And he does like the windmill.
And he does like the rock around on
Yeah, there you go. The rock around. And bang.
Bro,
yeah.
That was as a little kid, like dunking on little hoops. I did that every time. I was just like, MJ, fucking whoop.
Yeah.
That was my favorite move. So iconic. The things that he would do.
Mhm.
And you can look up. There's pictures of me in high school playing with my tongue out for no reason, just fucking like my MJ used to be. Just no reason. He was my favorite player growing up until Kobe was. Until MJ retired and I was still playing basketball. And then I'm like,
right.
This is MJ 2.0, but he's crazy.
Right.
He's a lunatic, actually.
Right.
It made me. I was endeared to Kobe instantly. I actually still want to this day. They're the ugliest shoes that you could ever get. Those Adidas shoes that he had that were like locks. Dude, so ugly.
But I know what you're talking about.
I want them so bad.
That's why I never had any Kobe's, because they were always kind of ugly to me.
Until they got to like the Kobe like 8 and 9. When he tore his Achilles, he had like a long one. I actually liked it. And then he went to a low cut after that. And those Kobe's were sick, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. I
gotta Google those.
I had some Robinson Forces that would. I mean, nowadays I look back at they're fucking whoa, what is this?
That's funny.
So we talked about kind of our favorite sneakers, and this like Air discussion is perfect for it. Like you were talking about, Leon, how you didn't really like the look of Jordans, right? And neither did I. I thought I was like, these are kind of like, what's the hype over this? Like, these don't even look that cool.
Yeah.
Dude, literally, you guys remember the brand And One?
Yes.
There was
absolutely.
Yeah.
They had shoes in the early 2000s that like were my favorite pair of shoes, but because it was like a cheap quality brand, dude, I needed like 3 or 4 of them because I would play basketball in them and just
they get
rip them to
destroyed.
shreds.
Yeah.
My fucking ankles are just like tearing out of these things. I was ripping,
which was crazy because And One was known for like, the crazy trick shots and the trick playing and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
so you would think that they'd have more support.
Yeah, right. Well, it was also like a kid's shoe, so I was probably playing it way too hard. Like and when I play basketball, like my feet are all everywhere. I'm like skidding my feet, and my foot is rarely on the ground flat. It's always like this or on the side this way. Like people would think I'm breaking my ankles, but because I broke my ankle as a kid, like both of my ankles are really just fucking rubber bands. And running a lot, when you're running in the woods, you hit a root and your ankle just gives out. Like I can't tell you how many times that it doesn't hurt to me. I feel nothing. Literally just pops right back from me. And like I'll be running with people, they see it, and then you just hear behind you people go like this. Oh, like oh no, I just saw your fucking ankle go the other way. I'm like, yeah, you all right? Like we good? So my shoes got trashed because my ankles just fucking go all over the place, and I'd rip out of those AN1s all the time. And I played in Jordans once, but they're too heavy for I was a little kid. I'm still skinny now. Like I would go from running shoes that were measured in ounces. Literally, like, is this single digit ounces? If it's not, I'm not wearing it because I have to run 3 miles in this fucking shoe. So when I got to basketball after running, all for like 9 months, and I go to basketball AAU practice during the summer and all of that, I put those shoes on and it was fucking so heavy on my feet. So I had to switch off. I couldn't do Jordans. I couldn't do AN1s because I'd rip out of them. And Kobe's didn't look like good enough. So I'm like, what do I fucking do? And I ended up, I don't know if you guys remember Hirachis, but those ended up being my basketball sneaker of choice.
Oh, for sure.
I had it's like 2K1 Nike Hirachi. It was white and blue. But I literally had those shoes for like 4 years straight, all through high school, playing in those. And they had the measured ounces. They had the ankle was not even there. It was gone, so it was less weight. And I got them when I turned 25. They're the shoes right back here behind me. They're these are custom though. These are like not one of ones, but they're like one of 100, I think. But I would take them out. It hasn't been out of the case for almost 5 years now. I wore those on my 25th birthday and I haven't put them back on again. And I never will because those are my favorite shoes of all time and they're just going to stay on display. That's the only way to preserve shit is by not using it, unfortunately. But that's how much of a sneakerhead I am. I went through all the phases of shoe wearing until I found the one that looked the coolest and did what I needed it to, which was support my ankles and not be fucking clunky ass shoes. That was my biggest pet peeve, was like trying to move and just feeling like I had concrete bricks on my feet. Did you guys play basketball at all? Is that something that, like, I don't know if I'm just the only one with that, but I hated that. I had it.
It's funny because I used to play ball with like any kind of sneakers, and that's terrible. Like you should definitely find some
yes, it is
good sneakers. I remember, even like maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, I used to go to LA Fitness with my boy all the time, and like we would go Saturday and just stay all day. Like we ball lift, and like I used to play in these. These gripless, totally no grip, no ankle support sneakers. And it was a challenge for me. Like I would make sure everything I did was pure and everything I did was like precise. You know what I mean? Like I didn't take too many dribbles, too many steps, because if I did, it's a wrap, I'm hurting me or somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And I used to, man, I remember like in practice, I'm trash. I would shoot, break. I'm just loosening up, right? When I get on the court, everybody's like, "Oh, he trash." Bah, 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 bah. Off the glass, bang, 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 bang. I remember I hit a nasty J deep three from off the glass just because this guy was talking noise. He was like, when I hit it, he was like, "But I mean, it hit glass, so that don't count." Little youngster. I was like, "Man, you don't shut up." I said, "A bucket counts, bro."
Yeah, right.
I was like,
Again,
fuck
that's
it.
some hater shit right there. Oh, you didn't call
Facts.
that. Fuck
So
off.
for the rest of the game, all I did was hit off that square, bro. Every
Yes.
shot.
Let's
That's all I
go.
did, just to
I was
make him
gonna
mad.
say,
I
that's
was
what
like,
you
whatever,
gotta
dog.
do. Bro, off the glass. What do you mean? I did it on purpose. You ever heard of Tim Duncan? Oh,
Right.
That's what you. That's what you tell
That's
him,
his
bro.
life was
I
off
remember
the
one
glass.
game. One game I was garbage. I couldn't make a bucket, right? So I'm just gonna be on defense. Same sneakers, and this guy was trying to talk noise, and so he was hauling behind everywhere he went because he had something to prove. I was like, I ain't about to chase you. I'm about to get in your head. So I told my homie, I said, hey, I'm about to get in this dude's head. Every time he run past you, just block him. I said, because I'm gonna make sure his mind is melted so you can get him. Younger dude, right? He going ham. I'm like, man, you ain't, man. I was going in. I was just talking noise to the point I had to do one to fight me. He didn't make a shot the whole game. He didn't make a shot. He said, you ain't made a shot. And I was like, yeah, neither have you. It was hilarious, bro. He was pissed. I said, what you gonna do, bro? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing in this LA Fitness. It was hilarious, man.
Oh my god, yo, I love getting people mad when they play basketball, dude.
Bro, for real.
So fucking hilarious to me.
I'm like, you ain't even getting paid. What you so mad about?
I know you're hanging out here on a Saturday having
What
fun.
you
Right,
mad,
calm
bro?
down.
Yeah, why you mad, bro? We just
One of them egotistical dudes.
It's supposed to be fun, dude. What are you doing out here?
Yeah.
What are you mad for, bro? That's when you start asking them like poignant questions, like, "Hey man, what's going on at home, dog? Why you so
Yeah,
mad?"
fact. That was me, bro.
He's so
That was
angry.
me. I was like, some chick in this LA Fitness done turned you down, dog. Like, what's happening, man? Like, talk to me, man.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, man, don't touch me. That's a
Shut
foul.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up.
That's a foul, man. You fouling me. I'm like, yo, you soft, bro.
I hate that, bro. I play with people who who are primarily soccer players. So when it comes to like
They footwork
fouls,
crazy.
well, the footwork is crazy, right? But think about soccer players and when they call fouls and flags and cards, right? You get tapped, and then all of a sudden you're, oh fuck!
Right.
Also, when you're in soccer, you can't just get in somebody's way and just
You're
stand.
playing with a bunch of Ginobilis.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right.
Always falling
Actually,
down.
if they
I
were
know
good.
that shit.
But you know what I mean? So
If they were good, right?
in basketball,
that's
in
different.
basketball, you can get in front of somebody. If they're driving in the lane, you can literally get in front of them and stop them. They hit your chest, bounce off you. As long as you don't like overcrouch them, hit them with your arms or whatever. If you just stand there, you're not like in soccer though. There's a foul where you're like impeding them, right? If you just get in front of somebody and just stop them in soccer, that's a foul. That's a flag. So I'm playing basketball with soccer players and I keep shutting them down on defense and they're getting so mad. They're like, dude, that's a fucking foul. That's a foul. And the rest of the people I'm playing with they look at me like, yo, what? How is Austin fouling? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I'm also usually the smallest guy on the court. So when I'm stopping you, it makes you look even worse. And all it takes is a strong base, arms out. You know what I'm saying? Hit me in the chest every time you're trying to run in. And then when they're hitting you in the chest, they're focused on getting through you. You're able to peek your arm around and tap the ball out, right? And they get all pissy. So I'm in this guy's head the whole time. He thinks a foul's happening over and over again. And eventually he's like, dude, if you do that again, I don't even know what he said, but I said, hey, bud, guess what? If you come down this lane again, the same way you have 5 times already and run directly into my chest, all you're going to do is go back down the court again and be on defense. Because guess what? That's a legal play and you're getting mad for no reason. And as soon as I said that, he was like, all right, dude, charges at me, hits my chest again, and he ran at me so hard that his feet went off the ground and went between my legs, and he just landed on the ground, and he lost the ball, and he got up and started throwing the ball at me. Huge fight breaks out on the court, and I literally wasn't even involved in it. I just sat there over him like this, and then he got up, threw the ball at somebody else. Of course, right? Like, and my buddy at the end of the day was like, "Yo, man, you couldn't just let him go." I'm like, "What, dude? We're playing with soccer players. What are we talking about right now? You knew that wasn't a foul. He's like, yeah, but I also knew he was going to get in a fight. I was like, oh, well, you could have let me know that. Like, what the fuck? And one of the things he literally said was, don't backtalk me. And I remember saying, what are you, my father? What the fuck, dude? Like, but that's like how weird it can get with basketball players, dude. Like, what are you fucking doing? And well, if you're primarily from a different sport and your background isn't in basketball, you think some things are a foul that aren't. But I remember just saying, yo, don't backtalk me, bro. I was like, yo, what do you keep coming, bro? I'm gonna be right here again. Like, this is basketball. We're playing a game. Why are you so mad? And it's just because it can be one of those sports where you can get embarrassed pretty easily in front of people. Like, you're the one with the ball. If you make one wrong move, everyone's like, oh, you suck, huh? you get this man off the court, bro. He's
yeah. If you step on the court, you should know what comes along with it.
Exactly. It's
even if you're just hanging with your buddies.
Right. It's roast time, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
it's roast time.
That's facts.
I remember when.
I was gonna say I remember when same sneakers, right? Because I used to. Those are just my workout sneakers. So I was like, whatever. I ain't about to go buy some, basketball shoes just to play ball. I remember because they were loose. Like when I jumped, I'd have to kind of, chill out on jumping too hard. So there's one dude, I think he noticed. He was pretty dope. I jumped to, do a jump shot, and before I can get the ball, he blocked it, pushed it down, and grabbed it from me. I was like, yo.
That sucks, right?
Yo.
Yeah, that hurts, bro.
And he was one of the homies. I was like, look at him, like, yo. he was actually my boy's homie, but by association. But anyway, I was like, yo. And everybody was like, yo. I was like, hey, he got me, dog. So when he came back down the court, I'm chilling. And, I'm playing coy, like, I can't really run too hard. I said, man, fuck this. If I got to bust my behind, I'm going to bust my behind. As soon as he came past me, I literally just stepped in front of him and I just slapped the ball to make it go like through his legs, and I just grabbed it from him. I was like, all right, cool. I gotta get it back. I got it, and I almost fell. I was like, I gotta get it back. I don't care. I gotta redeem myself a little bit.
That's one of the
parts. Like, damn.
That's a reason why I enjoyed why I love basketball so much too, is because you can do shit like that, and it's a easy test of your emotions. Like if you can't play coy like you did, right? If you're aggressive, you don't get that opportunity to steal the ball from him, because he sees you coming from a mile away. And
there's a literal play of Michael getting a ball taken from him. He comes back, he runs the guy down, he snatches the ball from him. And I think it was that play where he runs out of bounds and they throw him the ball again. Like, it was nuts. Like, he literally got the ball stolen from him because he's trying to run up. He runs and grabs the guy, or grabs the ball from the guy, tosses it to his player because he's run out of bounds. He comes back from out of bounds. He grabs the ball again and dunks it, I think. It was insane.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
After getting the ball stolen from him originally. It was crazy.
And man, it's so quick with the turnover of like, and the speed. I love football, but sometimes it can be like, all right, let's hurry it up here. But the basketball, it's like back and forth. Also less people, so you have more opportunities as a player of it to make plays yourself and be the playmaker. I think that was probably my favorite part, is being able to cohesively travel with 4 other people and all be on the same like page. And I was a point guard, so being able to like know in my head where people were and where spatial things were without actually looking at them, and like that was my favorite part. Like, how are the puzzle pieces moving, and where can I be inside of that puzzle to get somebody open, to get him a shot? It's a nice little chess match that is basketball. And Michael Jordan, greatest of all time at it, in my opinion, and these guys' opinions as well. And Skiiwalker is on his way through the garage, so he's not here to be like, oh.
And yeah. the majority of sports sports watchers and players globally, like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be real. once
Absolutely.
LeBron retires, we're gonna go back to well, not even that. Let's think about it like this: we're still comparing him and everybody else to Michael Jordan. If that's still the comparison, then he's obviously the GOAT, right?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Exactly.
Like if that's still the debate, everybody's like, LeBron is better than Jordan. We would just be saying, man, who's gonna be the next LeBron if it was official, right?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. Who's
I'm
the
just
next
saying.
LeBron?
Oh, good point, right
Right?
there, Leon.
We're still talking about how LeBron is supposedly better than Jordan. Like, okay, why do you keep having to tell us that? The same two guys, Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, I would say if you're gonna give him a title for GOAT, it would be like of this decade, right? I wouldn't even say the 2010s though, because Kobe was still playing. Kobe still won championships in the 2010s, so even then, like I feel like Kobe was still the GOAT of that era. And in my opinion,
right,
I still think Kobe is better than LeBron. And that's not like trying to put LeBron down. It's just I grew up with Kobe. I saw him like the trials and tribulations, the major injuries that he had to go through, the legality issues that he went through with people trying to like defame him and make up dumb BS. I saw all that. I lived through all that. So it's obviously different for me and different for LeBron fans. But people are like, oh, LeBron, came straight from high school. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
he
you
never
think
played against
LeBron
MJ.
got that scoring title? How many more years did he get to play than all these other guys?
Right. Also, like, he never played against MJ. Kobe Bryant played against MJ. Yeah. And went up and battled like prime MJ. And then in the same era, won multiple championships when MJ was still around. Like, yeah, granted, he wasn't the MJ of old, but like 98, 99, like.
Oh, yeah,
that's when Shaq
MJ.
And Kobe were like coming up and they was fucking playing amazingly. And then they go and three-peat. Like, I think Kobe is now like unfortunately, in my eyes, getting like kind of shuffled to the side when it comes to the GOAT conversation. And like everyone's talking MJ, LeBron. It's like, bro, LeBron doesn't even have as many championships as Kobe does. And Kobe won them with all of the same team. So what the fuck are we talking about?
I think it's because it's a stat conversation when it comes to Kobe, right? Like, and I'm not really taking a Kobe or a LeBron stance on this. I'm just simply stating like whenever anyone talks about LeBron, when it comes to Kobe, it just boils down to like the championship wins and losses, etc. Right? I find that very fascinating. But when we start talking about LeBron and Jordan, all the LeBron fans start talking about LeBron's losses and trying to elevate his losses. I find that funny. When we talk about LeBron and Kobe, it's always, man, LeBron got more chips. Or not even chips. He's actually no, Kobe has more. Jesus Christ.
More chips. Yeah, what are you talking
about?
My God. 5.
Yeah, I think it's MVPs is what I'm thinking of. MVPs and records. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? So we start talking about stats and records, MVPs and records.
I don't even know. MVP, man, that shit's so. I mean, how many years did Jordan really deserve the MVP but didn't get it? Because we know you can't give it to him every year.
Yes. I'm living in the same.
Yes, you do. You give the best player, you give him the MVP no matter how many times he fucking won it because he deserves it.
Do you see this jersey right here?
Exactly,
bro. Exactly. How many MVPs did Tom Brady deserve that fucking Aaron Rodgers got instead? And everyone who's an Aaron Rodgers fan says the same thing. Oh, he's got more regular season MVPs. And my fucking reaction to that is, how many Super Bowl MVPs does he have? And that's what our reaction should be with this. Is like, okay, how many finals MVPs do they have in comparison?
Yeah, because
that's what matters.
My thing is always like the two-way accolades, in my opinion, have to be it. And also like the single team. So two-way, Jordan clears most people's GOATs, right? Defensively and
offense,
and offensively, right? And then we're talking single player versus team. He cooks like so the only two players outside of Jordan on a team and single level are Wilt Chamberlain as a single player who was incredibly dominant and broke a bunch of records, and then Bill Russell, who was incredible as a team player. He won a bunch of team championships. So it's like, who was the one guy who did those two things in his career in totality? And that's Jordan. He's the only guy who dominated on as a single player. Like you could look at his single player stats and records in culmination with how he was as a teammate. And he was the most effective on both at the same time. Like nobody else did that both at the same time more effectively than Jordan. Yeah, you know, plus the stats and new analytics make him the best. What were you gonna say?
when the league let you play defense too, he was making these numbers.
Yes.
Word. People gotta pay attention to that. You know, the fact that like you can't really play ball like you used to.
And
that's why, like, put up these numbers with that, man.
Need more emphasis. How many plays would Shaq have done and gotten called fouls on if he was playing in today's era?
He'd be fouling out left and right.
Like everyone, dude. He's just a big boy, just fucking getting he's bodying.
They would destroy this game. These rules would have destroyed Shaq.
Yeah. That's the thing. The NBA at its peak, I think the only thing competing with it obviously was football. Football was like, has always been the most dominant sport in the States, right? Yeah. It's like, it's crazy how
NASCAR rivaled it for a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But like just pound for pound, if you basketball at its peak when it's physical finesse at the same time, you know, you can still put your arm on somebody. You can still check them. You can still shove them a little bit. You can still get up in their grill, get up in their face. Yeah. And, you know, it's not all pansy-like. Like nowadays, I can't really watch basketball. That's why when y'all do a lot of sports stuff, I'm like, I can't watch it, bro. I just can't. Because it annoys me. Yeah.
You saying that, though, it just reminds me of Kobe, bro. Like, Kobe was a fucking menace, and that's why he was my favorite. Like, dude, the shot of him in Barnes when if this is Barnes, Kobe's like this. And
right.
He takes the ball in his face, and he's the whole time he's just like, I will fucking murder you and everybody in your family. That's basically what he looks like, you know what I mean? Like, Kobe is an assassin. So I love that, dude. You know what I mean? You remember that? He just stare at you like chewing a piece of gum sometimes, like you talking shit, and he just look at you like, what'd you say? Like, he wouldn't say it, but I feel like people feared Kobe. I don't know if they necessarily fear LeBron as much.
Right. I think 9 times out of 10, you might not even be playing him that day.
Hey,
let's be real. Let's be real. You might not even be playing him that day. And that's the thing about these players nowadays, man. This low management garbage. Like, come on, man. People pay to see you, dog.
Yeah, dude. I hate that.
That's crazy.
I hate
That's why I like this new rule that they got. I think they're saying they have to play 65 games, right?
Yeah, dude. That's a good one.
Good. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine spending money
in order to be eligible for something? I think it's to be all team, all NBA. I think
all NBA. Yeah, that's a big accolade for them too, because it matters obviously more for like getting to the Hall of Fame and shit.
And yeah, man. What's the guy from Golden State? He was saying, "Oh, now you're gonna see some bums in the All-Star game."
Oh, Draymond.
Dude, he needs to get the hell out of the league. I hate his attitude completely. He was a good player, but dude, come on.
Here's the thing.
He's elevated in his own mind.
I don't trip about his attitude. Is back it up on the court. He'll be the same one on his podcast talking trash, and then the next day on the court, trashing it up.
Have a big fat dud on the court.
Exactly. Yeah, like come on, man.
Sometimes you good, bro. Like, I feel like he's the loudmouth behind the people actually doing the work. I'm not saying that he doesn't do the work, but he does talk a lot.
Yeah,
he does talk a lot. But granted, good for you, Draymond. If you think there's gonna be bums there, I can't wait to see them there instead of you. How about that?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Play 65 games, so there's less bums then.
Hey, maybe they'll put more effort in.
I wanted to say this real quick about the whole production of Jordan, supposedly, right? And how he had a money machine behind him to make him the GOAT, or whatever rumor and myth crap floats around. Because I've heard that before, that little criticism. What do you call clutch sports for LeBron James? If not that.
Isn't that the management of the Lakers, basically?
Essentially,
Now it is, yeah.
like, come on, man. Clutch Sports basically owns the media at this point. So, like, I ain't trying to hear all that. Oh, Jordan, he's the GOAT because the media and shoes. Like, come on, bro. Every big player has some sort of media presence behind them. So, like, let's not act like LeBron just free of that, you know?
Oh yeah, now it's completely different nowadays. I mean, like, you could say whatever you want about MJ back then, but like, he was the most marketable fucking athlete of the time. Are you gonna say
period of any athlete?
Let's
not even just basketball.
Cash in on that? Like, what do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean? Like, yes, let's cash in on that. Let's bring you to Japan, Michael. Let's bring you to fucking China, Michael. Where else do you want to go?
Michael started the whole term brand.
Yes.
You know, Jordan brand was like, there's nothing that wasn't around before. You know, Jordan.
Oh, right. Like, as a player, like, just making your own brand.
Like,
absolutely.
Like, all these people are like, oh, this is my brand. It's
personal brand,
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Jordan started that whole mentality of the brand. You know, your brand.
Absolutely, dude. Which is so funny that, you know, nowadays people who want to have this conversation about GOATs, not that you have to have that as part of your conversation, but hopefully if people don't think Michael Jordan is the GOAT, hopefully they still respect everything that he did that paved the way for their favorite player to be there now.
Yeah.
Because that's huge. I mean, especially even with football, like, there's so many people, so many players that I don't remember the name of, but I will forever remember Johnny Unitas' name, because he, if it wasn't for him and other people, like, I think it's, man, I want to say like Sonny Moore. There's a black quarterback who played back in the day who was amazing, and I'm gonna look his name up after this too, so I can remember him, because those people paved the way for all of the people nowadays. And then, like, when you go around towns and old towns and you see those big plaques of like a monument of like a historic fucking thing, go read that. Go remember these people's stories and the history of like how you are able to just sit there and read that plaque. Oh, what was this like place back in the day? Because where we have today, we're so comfy and we forget about the roads that had to be forged in order for us to be comfy where we're at. And Michael Jordan was one of the people who forged that. Now, whether or not like you agree with him being a GOAT on the court or anything like that, I think it goes without saying that his brand is goated. Without question, the brand is goated. They've been around for years. They've been around longer than my entire life, and they probably will exist way after as well. It just goes to show you get GOATs who are actors too to bring your story to life. I think that's huge. I mean, you could be Kurt Warner and have Zachary Levi playing you, or you can be Michael Jordan and not even be shown in the movie because you're so mythological of a character.
Zachary Levi.
Little Kurt Warner, Zach Levi double shot right there for you boys. And you know, Tom Brady just looks so young, he plays himself. So you can't always be the actual GOATs. Sometimes you're just a cheap imitation for these generations, as they would say in some music. But man, I'm excited for Air. I'm going to see that tonight. I got to go get tickets and make sure they're not sold out. I'm gonna miss all the people going to the Super Bowl Mario movie tonight, but I will see that to see it and you know, kind of enjoy that as well. Quick question for both of y'all before we do get out of here. I'm a huge Netflix guy. That's all I watch. Me and my lady we're Netflix family. We barely put on Disney Plus, and that's every like once in a while. Now I have to catch up on Mando, but we did. I believe the last time we put up Disney Plus was literally to watch Werewolf by Night. I think this is the last time we did it, which is amazing, by the way. Don't get me wrong with that. But with Netflix, I did want to ask you guys, because we're about to me and my lady are about to finish the second season of it. It's a huge show overseas in Europe and the UK. I don't really know how big it is here, but I wanted to ask you guys if you have seen it, if you've heard of it. A show called Shadow and Bone. You guys heard of it? Either of
I
y'all?
heard of it, but I have not seen it.
Okay. What about you, Necron? Necron's working. Because Necron, there's some shit in this fucking show that he would be like, yo, that's fucking badass. Metal as fuck. There's these creatures called Volcra that are like giant gargoyles that are like live in this darkness area. It's fucking wild. With all that being said, I think Necron had to peace out anyways. I want to do kind of a review on that and do a little story on that next week after we finish off. Me and my lady finish the season finale for season 2. It's a show. It sneaks up on you. There's things that happen where you're like, oh, why do I have tears on my face right now? Like, what the fuck? How did that happen? On top of that, the FX are fucking amazing, and I say it with the hard swear word because of that. Like, a Netflix show, and sometimes in my eyes, shouldn't be this good. But in season 2, there's these creatures that the main villain can spawn from himself with smoke, and it looks like dark, like just like really black, thick smoke that form like the frame of like a person, and it looks fucking real, like so real, it's crazy. And that's why I want to put more people onto this show, because I feel like it needs more eyes on it, and I feel like we should talk about it. Is the guy who played Jigsaw? Yeah, so if you've seen Daredevil, the guy who played Jigsaw in that, I believe it's right. Or no, Jigsaw from the Punisher. The Punisher. The villain from Punisher is the main villain in this show as well, and he is an amazing actor. And he does a great job in season 1 and season 2. So if you guys need some magic shit to watch, and you want to get lost in Fantasyland, definitely check out Shadow and Bone. A lot of the characters that are in Shadow and Bone also starred in The Sandman for Netflix.
Shadow and Bone?
Yes. Have you?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you got to check it out for me. There's a place called The Fold, dude, where I feel like that's where the witching hour like actually takes place, is inside the fold.
Okay,
it's
awesome.
like this huge fucking division of it's just a smoke, an area of smoke, darkness, lightning, and like evil creatures. That's where you fucking take place. You gotta peep it just for that. But I think the FX and the acting is fucking cool, and the storyline gets me too. That's one thing that I always kind of like look at my lady for, because I'm a big art guy. So if the FX is on point, I'm like, yo, these people know what they're doing. They know how to like rotoscope it correctly and frame it correctly.
The visual drags you in. You're like,
that gets me huge, as well as like the choreography. Like if this is like, if they're doing like a sword fight and you see the guy like going up to like parry, but it's like super choreographed, like, oh, you don't even look like you're going to attack. You look like you're just like trying to hit sticks together. This wasn't like that. I think the fight choreography is really great. And then I look at my lady, I'm like, for the story, if she's gripped by the show in general, that means that she likes the story, because she doesn't give a shit about all the other fantastical stuff. I'm the only one when that stuff happens, I'm like, oh, and she just like kind of laughs at my reactions, because I'm like, do you not see this? This is fucking crazy. I'm always like that. Ben Barnes, that's his name. Yes. Amazing actor. Evil flying creatures. Yeah. Think The Fog, but worse. Yes. It's black. Thick smoke, dude. It's so sick, dude. You gotta see this. Yeah, it's called The Fold. And season 2 came out, and we're just about to finish it. So I'd love to talk about that show with you guys.
Netflix just killing it, huh?
Dude, that's all we watch is Netflix. That's all we watch. There's still other shows that we got to catch up on. So when like all this stuff for Netflix is happening with Cell, I'm like, yes, put it on my fucking. I want to see that.
Yeah, right.
Recommended for Austin right here. Let me see that. I want that right now. Or watch again for Austin. Zack Snyder's Justice League Emerald Cut. Like I want that really bad. Really, really bad, bro. So yeah, definitely a recommendation. Oh, he got some Necron got some lunch. I see with that. That's what you had to peace out with that. But
Oh,
yeah, man, I'm excited for seeing Air tonight. I'm excited to see Super Mario Bros. Just to have a fun time and watch the movie there. Is there any other things that you guys have coming up? And as far as movies, if you guys want to talk about your shows, this is a good time to promo your shows. And Necron, you're eating lunch. Do you want to go first though, before you get a nice bite of your lunch out?
I'm trying to do it all discreetly over here, moving the microwave from my mouth. Sorry, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
You're good, dude.
Yet.
The floor is yours.
I'll probably do a witching hour, maybe late tonight, like I always do. But if I'm out at the movies, it ain't happening. So just watch the alerts if you want to bang your head a little or whatever. But I do want to see Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm going to try to get Air in next after that. It's just going to these movies, like you said, we were saying earlier, man, Jesus Christ, it's expensive. You know, once you add it all up with the snacks and the ticket prices and all that. Even when you're stopping at the Walgreens to get your candies, you know, you can't bring in your popcorn and all that. So I'll see one movie this weekend, and it'll probably be Dungeons and Dragons. Other than that, nah, I'm good. Austin, thanks for having me on, and the rest of the cool table. Good to see Sky and Leon and you. That's it. Next. Lunchtime. Yo, Austin. You're muted. I think Austin.
You.
My bad, guys.
Okay,
I'm good.
No,
I had to
go take a pee or something.
I did. I had to run out. I was like, go ahead, promo your shit, bro.
I was like,
I
next.
fucking zoom
Hello.
right to the bathroom, bro. My bad.
Using that Speed Force, man.
Oh my god, dude! I drink a whole 2 cups of coffee and didn't go to the bathroom. I was sitting here like, all right, I think I need one of these guys to talk real quick so I can go to the bathroom. Thank you for holding it down, my guys.
Leon, you have the floor, dude.
Yeah, go ahead. That new Hypnotic trailer. What did I miss? Was that one of the things you talked
Hypnotic.
about?
Oh, who was in that? Ben, right?
I don't know. I have to check that
And
out.
it's Robert Rodriguez, Ben Affleck. Yeah. I think Robert Rodriguez is directing and Ben Affleck starring in it, right? Yeah. I definitely want to see that movie. He looks like a cop who may have lost his kid or something like that. But anyway, as far as shows and stuff, I'm just focused on #Sell for right now. There's going to be some good stuff cooking up at the end of the month. I'm not even going to hint at what it is. You guys will just find out. I mean, I'm sure y'all know, you fellas on the panel, y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you know, we can talk about it later. But yeah, there's one other thing that is cooking up, and hopefully it'll be done. Shout out to, you know, an executive producer. I'll leave it at that. And yeah, man, other than that, and I can't even talk about it, what I just mentioned about the executive producer thing. I just wanted to give him some love because, you know, he be looking out. But other than that, just #sells ESJL to Netflix, #sells Snyderverse to Netflix. And, you know, shout out to Seal Nation at the end of the month. You know, who knows what'll happen there, right? So yeah, for now, we'll just be cryptic and hopping on streams sporadically, you know. I think we got a Trinity stream later, or Trinity space later. I gotta get with Sky on that.
Yeah, we're running right into your time slot. Usually you guys are around like 3 o'clock, so my bad.
I think so.
Running long.
Oh, you good? You good? I'm chilling right now. Right now, I'm just straightening up, and then I'm probably going to be in the gym when I'm doing the space. So I got to hit the gym. So
yeah, the reps in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Time, bro. Got to put the time in. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, and you're gonna go see Air later, right?
100%.
So
absolutely.
That'll be next week's. We'll have to do a review. I'll leave my review of Air until we can talk about it together. Because yeah, I'm sure Sky is gonna see that as well. Skiiwalker, you coming back, bro? All right. You want to promo spaces, bro? We're about to close this out unless you want to come in and do some promo, Sky. He's putting the eye emojis down here. as just about to release a reaction for Hypnotic Nice. Review later for air. Okay. That's what Bat Channel is getting some promo in here for the Still Nation family watching this. This guy says one busy weekend. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. That's good though. For so long it felt like we were sporadic. Like, are we back? Is COVID back? Oh, are we back? Is COVID back? Oh, it feels like we're back, y'all. This is the old John Wick. Everyone keeps asking me if I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. And that was the world, bro. If y'all closing out, I was coming kick it. Oh, where? Yeah, dude. Going on 2.5 hours now of this stream. Feels like a good point to shut it down and start chilling with my lady for the rest of the day. Get ready for air. Get y'all ready for the spaces. I want to take up too much of y'all's time. And as far as this weekend goes, I think XFL, we'll be talking XFL on Sunday. If y'all want to come through and talk that and then more football stuff. There's a lot going on in the football world now, Necron and Leon. There's a lot of trades going on. A lot of signings going on. Where's Rodgers is going? He might go to San Fran. There's a lot to talk about, bro. A lot to talk about. The Masters is going on right now. So sports, they forever happen every weekend, every week. I'm excited.
The Cowboys, they've been upgrading, but they still got that one glaring problem.
A Dak Prescott size problem.
Yep. Everything else looking good. Defense got up even better.
They do look nice.
We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on. The draft is coming up very soon. So if you guys haven't already, and I'll have to link it to my profile, but the Still Nation Sports Network channel, we're gonna be probably doing a draft special of some sort on that. We have to, like, some sort of draft show, because it's draft night and it's the first like inaugural stream that we haven't had yet. This will be my first season without Tom Brady playing in the NFL, that I've actually like cared about football. I grew up without him being in the NFL, right? I was a fan of Drew Bledsoe and a fan of Peyton Manning, a fan of Mike Vick even, but like, it's been so many years of just sheer dominance from Tom Brady that it's going to look so weird not seeing him play in the NFL and like not having, I don't understand. I don't know if people will understand if they're not a Tom Brady fan, like how connected I was to that man and his career and watching him every fall since I was like 9 years old. Younger than that. Since I was 7 years old, I've been watching Tom Brady every fall kick ass every fall. Granted, he doesn't win every game, right? But like, still, it's going to be a weird season for me to not see him playing. And it's interesting. I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited to kind of go into this where like, all right, who's going to be my favorite this year? I'm obviously going to cheer for the Patriots and cheer for the Bucks, but like, win me over. I'm a player favorite. I'm not a team favorite. I'm a player favorite. So maybe I'm a Trevor Lawrence guy now. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's going to be an interesting season, and it all starts on draft night. When things are finalized, I think I'm going to be cheering for – I don't like Aaron Rodgers as a person. I really don't. But I think I'm going to be cheering for him just because he's an old guy. And he's part of like the era that I grew up with watching. I want to see him go to another team and be successful because the Packers did what the Patriots did with Tom Brady. He's kind of squandered the last years with the team, in my opinion. So I think whatever team Rodgers goes to, I'm going to be sort of an Aaron Rodgers fan this year. I'm sure Bat Dan loved to hear that. But man, I'm excited. I'm just excited. We got a lot of shit coming, bro. Fucking A. This is going to be a good year. And y'all don't even know. Stay tuned, right? Y'all saw the fucking comic books. Let me get that back up too. You saw all these comics. You guys know I'm filming a trailer for Dreamwalker 3. We're also going to give some of these away, okay? So make sure you're a sub. Make sure you like. Make sure you share so we can hit the numbers needed to give these away. If we don't hit the numbers, then y'all don't get the drop. Y'all know how it works, right? With that all being said, thank you, gentlemen, for stopping through here on a nice Friday. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Dreamwalker, #Dreamwalker, for coming through. Thanks, Sky, for showing up. Thank you, Necron, for being here. And if you guys are subscribed to me, also make sure you guys are subscribed to my compatriots on the Cool Table. If you're not following us, then what the F are you doing, right? Jeez. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. This is a community. I would love to be on here every day chilling out with y'all. I really would, but we just don't have that opportunity right now. But the more people we get here, the more people that want us to be live, the more we can do it. So it takes both of us. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship. If you want more of us, share more, like more. It's pretty easy, right? That's supply and demand where that goes. And while you're not here, make sure you're hashtagging #sell ZSJL to Netflix, #sell Snyderverse to Netflix. If you're across the pond, #sell ZSJL to Netflix. Just so I want to just be inclusive with everybody there. Some people say Z instead of Z. So that goes for everybody over in the UK. Much love. It's nighttime for y'all. Have a great night over there. And make sure you guys just push everything in a positive light, a positive manner. What you put out in the world comes back to you. So make sure it doesn't come back around and smack you in the face. That's all I got to say about that. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. We'll be on Spaces later. Trinity's going to have Spaces stream later. Me and Necron will be in there, throwing 100 emojis, throwing laughing face emojis in the Spaces as always, and making sure people know where to find us and know where the real DC Snyder fans are. Try and say a lot about who we are. If you want to know who we are, come find out. Because if you know the graph, you fuck around long enough, you're going to find out. We're here to make the workday go faster. Trey, I appreciate everybody showing love in the chat, showing love to the homies on the panel, and showing love to the Cool Table, the Still Nation, and the Mikey Verse. We're here every Friday, sometimes Wednesday nights, sometimes on Sundays, but definitely every Friday going forward. We got this slot timed out for y'all, so let me fade down the music real quick. We'll get real quiet up in here. And we say, till next time, everybody, have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. It's been fun. It's been nice knowing me, right? That's what my grandma used to say. Till next time, y'all. Peace out.